I'm ready to see it. I'm ready.
Me too. Now, are you wearing? Are you gonna wear a shirt? Are
They
y'all
Superman.
gonna
don't,
be
they
like?
don't, they don't get that deep to Shay.
It'll be the no. I'm
I
just
didn't,
saying.
I didn't do it for
Some
Black
people,
Panther.
like
Everybody
I
told me to
always
do
see
that
some
shit.
people in gear.
Costumes. People
I
don't.
always see some people in gear.
People
Where
don't
do
know.
you go to the movies at? Because I always see some people with gear.
I do.
I go to the movies to be secluded away from. My
Also,
wife made me wear pink and black. Me and my son when we went to go see Barbie. That was pretty lame, but
See, you even participate.
it was by force, not choice.
oh, hey man, for Black Panther, we showed out, bro.
Now y'all need to stop. That was terrible.
See,
With them dashikis and y'all ain't never wore a dashiki a day in y'all life, but y'all decided to go in there looking
Hey,
like
it's coming together.
doom,
You so right.
Coming together.
You
No.
right.
oh
Where's
my
my
goodness.
son?
Woo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks and geeks, chickens, ducks, Mises, Reese's Pieces. I don't know. Hey, this is the last show of the year, man. This is it right here. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. How y'all feeling? Your boy Joff in the building. Well, what's up, Queen Tashay? How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing great. So good to be here. Um, I'm just, woo, I'm just so happy to be here today.
So happy to be here. She's very happy
Yes,
to be here.
very, very happy.
Very happy to be here. Mike, Mike, what's up, man? How you doing?
Nothing much, man. What's going on, bro?
I'm good.
Just chilling.
I'm, I'm sorry, Mike.
This is
Y'all
my,
don't see what's
my
going.
this is my time to shine. We ain't worried about this guy right here. You asked me how I was doing.
I'm
So
waiting. What's
as
going
we
on?
talk, I'm doing
Oh,
well.
I guess I was on mute.
Okay? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay. And
So
then
good.
you get to Chris
I'm
and
pointing
his
the arrow.
Oh, well.
shenanigans.
Yeah, I was on mute. I didn't know if y'all could hear me. See what I was doing was, we got a big event coming up this weekend, right? A karaoke party, and so I
Mm-hmm.
was practicing the vocals. If y'all want to know
Oh,
how it went last year, just give you a little bit. We started out like this, and we ended it like this. So just getting ready
What's
to
up, bro?
bring that same energy this year.
That
y'all really did tear the stage up last year
was
karaoke.
that fire we had. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all closed
Shout
it out with a bang. Like y'all did
Shout
that.
out, shout out to Derail, man. Yeah,
Madden Street Media, Darrell.
That was us acting like that.
that
Yeah,
was.
that was
It was turned
y'all.
up.
I
Mm-hmm.
remember that night.
And I was recording it.
That was
Shout out to
good.
me on the camera. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Shout out to Tashay on the camp. That was us acting like that.
Mm-hmm.
Acting the fool.
We,
Yeah.
I mean, the name is in the show. We just be acting up. So hey, that's what we do.
Hey,
Karaoke night, ladies and gentlemen. Um, besides
Yes.
karaoke night, like I said, this is our last show. So we got some breaking news, entertainment news. It's gonna be a great one, and we're gonna reflect on how the year went with us. So don't go nowhere. It's gonna be a great one as we close out the year for 2024. Let's
Yes.
go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, let's get it, man. Welcome to the big stage. I ain't never gave no. What Glorilla say? I ain't never gave. I'm trying to find it. I'm being silly, y'all.
Something like
Y'all
that.
already know what it is. Before we get into the whole shenanigans of our show,
It's something.
we want we want you to like
Follow.
Comment.
And subscribe.
and don't forget to share with your
Yeah.
friends. We did
Please.
it. Oh, we got it.
One whole year. We finally
A little bit rusty, you know. I felt a little bit of dead space in between that, but who
Mike,
am
you
I?
gonna have to go there. You could have let us have this one moment.
There's a
We
little
rocked
dead
that.
space. Hey, we've been rusty, man. So you know, that was all right.
We but we did it. That's all that matters,
Well,
man.
we did it. We
Yeah.
did it.
Woo!
Congratulations to
Go us.
us. Go
Yes.
us. Yay. We finally got
Yay. Go
Joel.
us. Yay.
Us old asses. What it's like, scares come in and subscribe. We don't know.
We
Did
finally
y'all
did
understand?
it. Oh my gosh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we finally did. Like we said, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe
Please.
to our content. Go back and watch all our content. But we'll get back into that later on, how the year unfolded. Let's go ahead and get into this breaking news. And news is going on around H-Town. First and foremost, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. What y'all have planned for Christmas? What y'all got planned?
None.
chill, relax, kick it with my family.
Exchanging gifts, just chilling with the family,
Okay. Okay. So that's what's up.
cooking,
That's what's up. That's what's up. What you cooking to over there, Shay? What you cooking with? What you cooking up in the kitchen?
gumbo.
Ooh, oh my
Ooh.
soul.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that? What's that movie with LL Cool J and Anthony Henderson, where they was brothers and their mom died, or their pops died, whatever. It was their funeral.
Oh, Kingdom Come. Was it Kingdom Come?
Kingdom
No,
Come.
it wasn't.
Mm.
Was it
One
Kingdom?
scene.
Yeah, it was Kingdom Come. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one scene where they both sitting outside on the swing, and he asked for a little bit of LL's drink. He said, "Yeah, you can have some." Takes the empty cup and goes. That's how I had that moment when you talked about the gumbo. Like, let me just go ahead. Give me some of that gumbo on that cup right there.
Put some in there. That gumbo be hitting on a good day, man. I'm telling you, man.
I like to, me personally, for Christmas, I like to give a special shout out to my son. My son, man, I love him dearly. He gets punished at the right time. He don't have a Christmas, so that means I don't have to spend no money. I love my son. He gets, I'm literally, he gets punished at the
Oh
right. He
man.
do something at school, and it trickulates to Christmas, and it's like Christmas over with. Me and my wife look at each other like, shit, we get to save some money, boy.
Like that type of dad. What was that? Dexter's dad that all got that smile. That boy coming on the side like I'm waiting for
Yeah.
that boy to mess up.
I knew it. I told my wife, I told you, I told
That
That
boy,
is crazy, Mike. Y'all get that baby one Christmas
you.
toy, just one.
Rules is
oh,
rules. He ain't wasn't messed
Just
up.
so
So,
you
you know,
know.
I get to
that boy
save.
Mike on the sideline like this. He come through like this.
I get to save some money. I knew it. He got that wrong.
No Christmas this year.
No,
Dang.
wait for your birthday in April. Then
Well,
you.
that don't mean you save some money. I just spend it on each other.
That's right, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. One of
Boy,
these days, he gonna get it right. We're gonna be broke on Christmas. Watch.
the boy said, "Yeah, I found out the pattern now."
Yeah, I found out the pattern. I'm gonna start finding something.
Oh, that is hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Yeah, the boy
You'd
Mike.
be like, dang, man, them years, all them years you was acting up, that's the years you should have,
Yeah,
you should have,
damn, boy, you got it right.
Man, so
dang, you
hey,
know,
he
you
figured it
got it
out.
together.
Oh man. I'm gonna try to go to the Texas tailgating. They play the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna try to. We'll see. It depends on how cold it is. And of course, you all know Beyonce will be in the building. For me, I'm lucky. I can take the bus, then the Metro Rail, then get off and get back on and go on by my way instead of dealing with all that crazy traffic by NRG. And hopefully, we pull out a win that day. So we'll see what happens. So
That's what's up.
yeah, we leave it right there because I don't want Mike to start, going in on the Texans, man.
No, I'm actually rooting for y'all. Y'all going against the Ravens, so
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
no Texans. I'm rooting for y'all to pull out.
That's Chris Smiles.
Say that again.
Rooting for y'all, man. It's going. Hey, Netflix, y'all better get it right.
Listen,
Netflix.
it's something's going on because Mike just said, did he just say go Texas?
Yeah, go. Oh, I did say that. I did.
He
Oh my
finally realized.
goodness.
He
See, when
finally
you
This
have
is
realized.
the most special episode ever.
that's right.
Mike
Yeah.
just said go Texas.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I feel
Finally see the
good.
light.
I'm
Finally see
feeling
the light.
good. See, when you have a badass kid, you ain't got to spend no money on. Boy, that brings joy to you. Look at your
Joy,
make. You look at woo.
joy.
Boy.
Oh man, but yeah, man. So we'll see how everything goes Christmas. But many blessings to you all for Christmas Day, and be safe out there, please, in the holiday season. It's crazy and chaotic out there. And protect yourself. Be safe. But we'll get more into that later on. Holidays safety protocol. Let's keep the show going as we talk about Jay-Z, Hova, and lawsuits.
Wait, we
Yeah,
didn't ask Chris what he was doing.
yeah. Chris, I thought we did. Chris,
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. What you
I
doing?
thought we did. Chris, I thought you snuck in it. My bad, Chris. I thought you
Well,
snuck in there. What you doing, Chris?
He was about to just slide right on by.
Man, Chris, I'm sorry, brother. What you got planned for Christmas, my
no,
brother?
I'm
I'm
just
sorry.
kick it with my family, man. We gonna do our gift exchange and just relax, chill, and just enjoy each other's company, man. So relax. I'm all about relaxing this holiday season and not stressing out. So
That's what's up.
That
that's
is
what it's
what's up.
gonna be for me.
Nothing wrong with that. Say thank you, by the way, Chris. I'm sorry, brother. We did say we was kind of rusty.
No, I've been gone a minute, but damn.
You got to start inserting yourself, boy.
Now, for real, y'all, it has been a minute since all four of us been on here, so it is special that we all come together.
Mhm.
We all been crazy busy this year, taking care of ourselves and things, and health is wealth. Health is important as we get ourselves right. But yeah, that's what we all got planned for Christmas. And like and getting back into the topic right there, Jay-Z, Ray Hova, he said, "P Diddy, you can take these allegations, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up your allegations."
Mm.
Jay-Z said, "Oh,
He
I got
basically hit him.
99 problems, and that ain't one."
He basically hit him
Rimshot.
this week with he's like, nah, we just work friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait,
Now we just work friends. We
Yeah.
just say hi and bye.
yeah.
oh gosh,
P Diddy, you can't knock
that's
the hustle,
crazy.
but
He did the shaggy on him. It wasn't me.
it wasn't me.
He's like,
Somebody
it wasn't him.
somebody on Instagram said that's the 100 problem.
Boy, I tell you, boy, I tell you.
Don't want no smoke. Don't want no smoke, Rock Nation. Don't want no
No,
smoke.
not at all.
Alex
Not at
Zero.
all.
Please,
Alex
we yeah,
Zero, Rock Nation. Don't want no smoke.
At
Everything
none.
all.
is alleged, okay? Alleged. Ja, 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 ja.
For real, yeah. Now,
Mm.
I know somebody lying. I'm not saying it's Jay Z, but I'm just saying somebody. Everybody keep coming out like these comedians and everybody else keep saying I left the party early. All y'all left the party early.
Everybody left the party early.
Hmm.
Everybody's not friends now.
Yeah. Somebody people
I
being
mean,
quiet.
I even remember. I'm not gonna say. Well, y'all know if y'all seen the interview, but a certain comedian, act/actor, said he would stay at the parties till like 3 in the morning, but he never seen none of the stuff that went down. He would leave before that. But it's like I don't know. It ain't adding up. It ain't adding up.
Some ain't
Yeah,
adding up.
yeah.
Because I mean, 3 in the morning, that's still pretty.
Pretty late.
It's pretty
Yeah.
late. Everybody else said they was leaving like what 11,
Mm-hmm.
12, 1, 2.
Much partying left. It'd be daytime next.
Yeah. I'm not
Hey,
talking.
and we all done saw paranormal activities, in the corner of that screen. And when it get 3 in the morning, that's when
Old
some
girl,
shit
old girl
going
start
down.
leaning.
Well, shit start moving.
What was the first one? Old girl in the paranormal activity. Old girl start leaning over that bed and shit. Like,
And the
somebody
time start lapsing till 5 in the morning is over.
and get back in bed with you.
Get back right back in bed with you. But Jay Z is actually he got the game plan, bro. I mean, he is
Mhm.
taking his on. He is not running from no smoke. He wants
Yeah.
Tony
Almost like
Buzz
he
to
was
come on
prepared
with
for
it.
what was coming. Okay.
Hey, I
That's
will. You know what? I will say that too. Like he is one of the first that said, "Oh, nah, you coming at me?" Like he said in his lyrics, "I got lawyers like I got shooters." So, hey, man,
Mhm. Yeah.
can't become you come for the king. You better be prepared to to hit, not miss. So,
yeah.
just saying, bro. But yeah, for everybody else, y'all don't notice because it's gonna pop off. Sometimes you gotta pop off and show. I'm sorry, my bad, y'all.
And I don't know if y'all noticed, but the accuser, I think it was NBC, they interviewed the accuser. Well, the
Mm,
victim. I'm sorry, the victim. They interviewed the alleged victim, and that interview just didn't.
mm,
If Jay Z and P Diddy did that, they need to go to jail. I'm just,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, man. All jokes aside, we do hope that these people are brought to justice. Um, I hate what happened to the victims of this situation. We all do. But yeah, y'all stop doing whatever. Stop doing dirty nonsense. Like Cat Williams said at the beginning of this year, 2024, was done in the dark going to come to light, and he's about to return that smoke again because me and Mike did say Cat Williams gonna be on Club Shay Shay 2025, and so hey, watch yourself. So
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm. But yeah, I
And
mean, it's like we just have to just wait and just kind of let this stuff,
right.
come on out because a lot of the times, like, well, we have been known to just jump on it, on the side. We
Right.
have to really just kind of see what evidence is being brought out, because every time we jump right to something, sometimes it come back and we could be wrong. So we just have to kind of just really just let all of this info, because it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. If
Hmm.
you look
it's
at it with both of those and other people, we
yeah,
have to just let this thing. We have to see where it's gonna go.
and it's really like chess. This is not checkers because
Yeah.
Hmm.
you know that the victim when she spoke, you could tell she
Mhm.
wasn't coached. So I think that was like a play for a blitz play of Jay Z say, "Yeah, put her in the camera and explain to what she said," because it was a lot of inconsistencies in her story, and then it made it back to Tony Busby, and Tony Busby said they not finished vetting her yet. But if y'all not finished vetting her, then why you get the lawsuit?
Absolutely. So
Mm.
we definitely gonna keep an eye out on this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris, Chris. Out of Beyonce and Mariah Carey, well, I know you're from H Town, so pick your answer
Choose
correctly.
your question weird. Why?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But Beyonce and Mariah Carey are going performing during the halftime show, I believe, at the same time. Or I think Mariah Carey is going to go on first, then Beyonce closing out. You ready for this performance, brother?
They both perform at the Texas game or a
Well,
different
I
game?
think they said that. Well, Beyonce will be performing during the Texas game because it's going to be on Netflix. And I
Mhm.
believe Mariah Carey is supposed to be performing at that same time as well too, or before Beyonce, from what they're saying. So both queens of R&B gonna be performing. You ready for this, brother? You get your imaginary
That's
mic
dope.
out.
Mhm.
Get your imaginary mic out. I
I tell you
Yeah.
things, bro. The Texans better win. They better win. Not
Well, I'm
because
hoping.
they beating the Ravens, but can you imagine y'all just laying a goose egg? You got Beyonce and Mariah Carey.
perform, man. I'm telling you,
Mm-mm-mm.
that's some good ratings right there,
Why
though.
would you even say that, Mike?
I'm just saying.
They chose
It
the.
is the Texan
No
thing
goose
to do
eggs.
for y'all to go out there and go lay the biggest goose egg while Beyonce knows done worked her tail off 20 minutes because they expanded it. It's 20 minutes. It's going to be a 20-minute halftime show.
Mm.
Mm.
They
Chris,
definitely chose the
It'd
right
be a good
team.
shot. So look, we're gonna look at it like this. Either way it go, no matter who win, we gonna see a good game and a good show. So it's a
Yeah.
win-win.
Yeah.
It's a
And then
win-win.
and then after that game, the real game, the Steelers and the Chiefs play right after.
Then it's time to eat and turn off the TV.
Now,
Games.
real game.
Come on, Chris. We gotta
See,
do
because
better
it
than that.
ain't gonna be none of that chucking and jiving in
Look for
them
the
because
game.
they gonna be in Pittsburgh and it's gonna be 0 below on Christmas. We ain't trying to hear all that. We go out there for battle. Y'all just want to go out there for shine and laughs and giggles.
Chris, we got to get our way into that building and talk to the team and give them a pep talk. Tell them that y'all know you're supposed to be winning today, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chris we gonna have Chris gonna dress up as one of the head coaches.
Yes, remind them.
Have a little radio on right here. Have a little cyber. Oh yeah. All right.
Y'all know who out here performing for y'all, right? Y'all know who outside right now, right?
That's a skit. That's a skit right there for you, Chris. Putting your Texas gear, putting your hat and everything. I know you're supposed to be winning.
But look,
Made the biggest goose egg on national TV, all on Netflix, and then Netflix so bad they gonna replay it, just like the Tyson fight. They gonna have it. You want to see this L again? Ooh, watch it again.
This y'all debut right
You
there.
fall asleep. Resume play. You know, on Netflix they got the resume play.
So we know that we are that team.
listen.
We clinched the playoff berth, and we are the team to beat going into the playoffs, especially with Patrick Mahomes going out for the season. We're definitely the team to beat in the AFC.
No, Patrick Mahomes. That is false, Chris.
Hey.
Patrick Mahomes will be playing, y'all. Okay.
Oh, okay. He ain't healthy though. So
He not healthy.
Don't sit this one out,
level
Pat.
playing field.
I'm actually
Now,
rooting for
I know
y'all.
I like Patrick Mahomes.
My homeboy.
As he drinks his drink.
But I like a lot of different players. I just like certain players on teams. I don't know if I really have a favorite. I don't have a favorite team.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna be front and center or at the tailgate. We're gonna check and see who wins this, and yeah, we looking forward to these games.
So, so Mike, you think the Steelers gonna pull this one off? This game is one in the bag.
Absolutely. Absolutely, it is. It's in the bag. It's in the bag.
Wrap it. Yeah.
They about to, hey, you Kansas City players, just dress out in y'all plane on the jet because you're coming right back. In the quickness, get out.
Tell him Mike said it.
Tell him Mike said it.
We definitely gonna continue this conversation when we get back to this, ladies and gentlemen. We definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all better win. The Beehive's gonna be after y'all, boy. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Now put your hands up. And here come the Texans. The score is 30-0. Oh, shit.
They gonna be mad.
Y'all gonna make Blue Ivy
That's mad.
Y'all gonna make Blue Ivy cuss.
They gonna be like,
Terrible.
y'all better come on.
Terrible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into the Critics Corner and talk about some breaking news and entertainment news. So don't go nowhere. This last show of the year, the Just Acting Up Show. Welcome to the Critics Corner as we talk about breaking news and entertainment news. But before we get to that, slide on over to the Joffrey's VIP room, man. The bull suit and the booted, and we just finished up the Actors Roundtable for 2024 to close out the year. It was a really great conversation. We got a lot of great views and great comments on that. A lot of people really loved it, and it was really well needed. I had Jason Thibodeau, Q join in, Malcolm, Dwayne Carter, as well as Ayanna Tatum. We also had Kiki Kingdom, and we had Shantae Small and Siobhan Majoy join in, and it was some great comments that was talked about, some great conversations. Things that we need to talk about that's on the independent scene that trickle over into the main TV and screen as well, about what goes on in the acting community, what we wanted to see change, what we need to change, what we're wishing for and manifesting for 2025. So all that and more was on Jarvis VIP room, and it was also on the Just Acting Up show as well. So it takes two, it takes a team to make this whole machine, flow and go. So you check out Jarvis VIP room, Actors Roundtable, and there will be more. So yeah. So with that being said, let's get into these entertainment news, man. So let's go ahead and say Craven the Hunter, man.
Oh man.
Lord Jesus, Chris, how do you tell me how excited you are about Sony saying they're going to go ahead, that well, thinking about it, are going to go ahead and give the rights of Spider-Man back to Marvel? Well, how you feel about this, brother?
Well, Sony has done such a terrible job. They've been worse than DC when it
Ooh,
comes to their a standalone villain movie is just they just can't do it. They can't do it. All their villain movies sucked. And shout out to Screen Crush because I've gotten some little information from them. But they try to reference Spider Man in those movies without using Spider Man because of course they lent out Spider Man's use to Marvel. Um, and so this puts them in a bind because their movies are trash and bad, right? And so one solution they could do, they're talking this talks that they're gonna try to maybe try to get Spider-Man back from Marvel
mhm.
for rights, but then that would take Tom Holland out of the MCU. Another option though, I did hear a few good suggestions. What they could do, they could ask Kevin Feige to maybe come over and
Mhm.
or somebody like that's familiar with Marvel, like what's the Black Panther director, Ryan Coogler,
Vancouver.
be ahead of that and try to get them on some type of direction.
Hmm.
But we'll see where it's gonna go. There's always a big fight over Super Spider-Man. That's like the number one superhero that everybody wants to get. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had a I had an off the mic conversation with James yesterday about movies and the whole industry. These movies that's tanking and they put so much money into it, that something's gonna come out of that, regardless. There's
Hmm.
gonna be some ramifications that we probably might not see this year, this new year that's coming. But you gotta think about how the economy is, and you spending 100 million, 200 million to make these movies, and you only getting 50 million in return. Something is
I think
going.
somebody said it best though. They were like these executives that's there, they'll get there and they'll make these movies, right? But they're not really doing the fan any service. They're not they don't really care about the character. They're just looking for the big money grab. And so when they fail, it's like a big F you to the fans because they're not making a good. Like Madam Web was terrible.
Terrible.
Somebody said they walked out. One of the reviewers said they walked out of Craven. They couldn't even finish it. It
Damn.
was so bad.
Ooh, ooh.
It's just
Man.
like
Hmm.
Venom
Well,
was
I
probably
mean,
the spotlight.
maybe it's just time to like shake some things up. And I mean, sometimes I guess maybe in that industry, maybe it's a little closed in, maybe allowing a little bit more diversity. Um, some different ideas from different people. Maybe that could help.
I mean, DC did it. Not look, James Gunn's heading the DC universe now, and they're actually off to a good start.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
the shake up. That's your cute transition.
That was a good transition, James. Well,
Yeah,
James.
yeah. No, I caught that. I was trying to get back to the what's the name as you mentioned James Gunn. That was a beautiful transition, right? I missed. I barely caught the alley oop, but I fumbled and got it back in there and put it in there. What
You
Chris said.
done too?
That was a perfect pass right there. I just bow right
With the Nick
there.
right, you pressed
Wasn't
right there and
ready.
walked away.
Right. The Durant, yeah. That Dwayne Wade and LeBron James assist right there. But yeah, James Gunn and Superman, the trailer, everybody was hyped after they saw the poster, teaser trailer, and now the trailer is out. People cannot stop talking about the Superman trailer, and it looks glorious. Looks amazing. Even the dog, Crypto. People excited about the dog, man. When were you ever excited about Crypto the dog? I mean, come on now. A super puppy. So it looks good. I'm ready to see it. I'm glad it comes out this summer, so we don't have to wait
Mhm.
too long for it. I'm ready. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready.
Me
I'm,
too. Now,
I,
are you wearing?
I
Are
need
you
some
gonna
time.
wear a shirt? Are
Super.
they
y'all gonna
don't,
be
you
like?
know, they don't get that deep to Shay.
No. I'm
I
just
didn't,
saying.
I didn't do it for
Some
Black
people
Panther.
like
Everybody
I
told me to
always
do
see
that
some
shit.
people in gear.
Costumes. People
I
gonna.
always see some people in gear.
People
Where
gonna.
do you go to the movies at? Because I always see some people with gear.
I do.
I go to the movies to be secluded away from.
Off
My
of.
wife made me wear pink and black. Me and my son when we went to go see Barbie. That was pretty lame, but
See, you even participate.
Oh,
it was by force, not choice.
oh, hey man, for Black Panther, we showed out, bro.
Now
I,
y'all need to stop. That was terrible.
See,
With them dashikis and y'all ain't never wore a dashiki. And then y'all like that y'all decided to go in there looking
Hey,
like
it's coming together.
doom,
you so right.
do-do-do-do,
Coming
And
together.
you
No,
sure right.
doom, do-do-do-do.
oh
Where's
my
my
goodness.
son?
What,
Where
what,
is
what,
my son?
what was that, Chris? What you say?
no, I was just saying. I know for me, Superman, I'm not ready yet. I need a little bit more time. I just finished watching the Lois and Superman. Is the name of it? Lois and Superman
Yeah,
Yeah,
TV show.
yeah,
They did their finale.
yeah.
When I say chef's kiss to that series, the
yeah,
way it was done, the ending, like you've never seen that part of Superman where he got the full family, like his whole life up till he died.
yeah,
They did that so well. I was like, I'm not ready for another Superman right now. I need time. I need time.
yeah.
And I
I
had
believe
you
that.
like, girl. Yeah.
That series was pretty good. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it, but that show was done for that to be a TV show on the CW.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was done well. And we definitely did talk about that as well too. But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'll put on a Superman shirt for it. I can't. I ain't gonna come in full, costume. But I would say when Black Panther come out, because Black Panther 3, they have confirmed it. And Nizelle, like we talked about earlier this year, you got doggone right. I'm dressing up again for Black
What
Panther.
about Captain America?
What
Yeah,
about Yeah, what about Captain America?
February 14th, Black
oh
History
yeah,
Month.
I'll come. Yeah, I'll give him a shield. I'll give him a Captain America shield. And you know what? Shout out to my homeboy Charles Nelson, who cosplays as Captain America. I'm definitely gonna be using his picture as a meme. Homeboy had a Captain America picture and he threw the shield, and it had the shield like right in front of the camera. So I'm definitely gonna use it as a meme. So trust me, I'm gonna find
Ooh.
something fun to say that. But yeah, we waiting. We at the theaters all 2025 and 2025 gonna be lit. I'm telling you.
You know
You
what
have
I'm
some good stuff coming out.
You
What's
know what I'm
up?
wearing, guys? You know what I'm wearing?
What?
I'm wearing right now.
Mhm.
Just slide on in there.
Gonna be a party
But
people
Jock,
night.
you really did hit on something. You did say something. In 2025, we have some good things to look forward to. Some movies
Yeah,
that are some good movies coming out.
we do good movies,
Fantastic
good
Four as
TV
well.
shows. Say what's that, Chris?
Fantastic Four as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we
Oh,
it
yeah.
feels like it started to get back because we had to go through the pandemic, then we had to go through the strike. So I think we're slowly starting to get back to films and TV shows getting back to that. So I'm happy, especially for us, because we're trying to get
Yeah.
cash, trying to get cash. Hire your boy and girls and us with the just active show because we're talented. Yeah. So yes, I'm looking forward to it.
You know what else is coming out in 2025, guys?
I know what you're about to say.
You already know what I'm about to say, boy. You already
Spy
know.
Family.
But
No,
no,
no.
No, okay.
no, no, absolutely not. I would be waiting on Peacock for that. We're talking. We are
Not
talking
Peacock.
about. We're talking about GTA 6. I am calling in. I'm putting in. I'm not coming to work at all. Okay, boy, don't bother me. Teacher, don't call me about the boy.
Oh,
Wife,
damn.
don't bother me about the child. Just drop him off at the front.
Yeah.
Well, all for this game. And yeah, we know we know we went viral for. So yes, so we definitely will be talk to that individual again. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
yeah, hopefully. So yeah, keep your eyes open for GTA 5, GTA 6.
I mean, y'all have been waiting a little while for this to come out, right?
Man, Touche, when that game came out, I had less gray hair. The boy in there was wearing a diaper, and yeah, a
I'm
lot
waiting.
has changed. A
I'm
lot
waiting
has
though.
changed.
He wasn't wearing no diaper, was he?
Yes,
It
he
has been.
was. Yes, he was.
It's been a
Hey,
while.
Since it's been that long?
when did that game come out?
GTA came out. I think had to be like '07, '08. We were still in college, I think.
No, five.
Five?
Five had to come out in 2013.
I think so.
Yeah, my
Yep,
son was born.
2013. You right on the
Yeah,
money.
yeah, my son was born in 2011.
Mm.
Yeah, man. It's been long.
It's
Been
been
long.
that long?
It's
Oh
been
my
that
goodness.
long. Yeah,
A long time coming, but I know
telling you, man, I'm gonna shed a tear.
the change gonna come.
I'm going to cry.
Oh,
Okay,
yes,
come
it
on,
is.
karaoke.
That's right.
It's been too hard. No, I'm gonna say that for karaoke. Say that for karaoke. Jamie Foxx had a special. People loved it. People hated it. I loved it. To be honest with you, it was great. I don't know why everybody was. People just. I don't know why people always.
I don't
Oh,
know. I've heard different outlooks on it. Some people think he was just trying to get out his put distance between himself and Diddy.
yeah,
And others think it was, of course, people like the emotional part of it.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, I mean, he really showed how talented he was with his acting, his comedy, and
yeah.
his singing.
Mm-hmm.
I
I thought it was a
enjoyed it.
good
Very
special.
talented.
Hmm.
Mhm. People still think he a clone.
Yeah, they still do think he's a clone. He addressed dating white women. So
Mm.
shout out to Jamie Foxx, man.
Only thing I call cap on is when he said he leave the party at 9.
Ain't nobody leave no party at no 9. That's what time you get there.
Especially me. I'm getting it at 11.
Oh,
Hey, hey, Tashay. Shout out to Antro on his birthday party. Tashay say, yeah, we on our way, me and my husband. And I just didn't have the heart to tell you, Tashay, that it was over. And my wife was like, Michael, just tell her it's over.
the party was over.
Tashay said, yeah, I'm on my way. We like down the street. And I said, yeah, Tashay, there's still some people here as we are in the truck on our way going home.
So we listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. My wife got mad. Michael, why did you do that?
That's my girl. That's my girl. I gotta give her my phone number because she could have texted me and told me, Mike is tripping. Okay, it is over.
I just didn't want to. I just didn't have the heart to tell you because I knew
Let
you
me
was.
say, and shout out for real, shout out to Angel because really, to be honest, we was dressed, we was ready, baby.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
our 90s gear, baby, we had it on. We was drippy, okay, in our 90s gear. I mean, we was in route.
I heard the disappointed. I was like,
I
oh,
was
okay.
like, "What the party? Oh,
I said it's over to shit.
oh, yeah.
So I came
What
in there
time
like
was it? It was like 11.
Yeah, that's what time it was over. And
You
my
should have seen the
my
look on
wife
my
was
face.
like,
The way I sounded was just how I was looking. I was like, "What?
I
The
I
came in
know.
party?
there,
Oh,
Oh
I
man,
said,
you
came in
feel
there like that
I'm
dude from
sorry.
House Party, huh? Hey, I know the party ain't over, right?
You know,
my."
they're dealing with some people that's up in age, man. They like, yep, I gotta get up and take care of, get to the job tomorrow
I
morning.
just didn't have the heart to fully come out and tell her because I knew she was
I
getting
mean, have
ready.
we become that now? Is that what we are?
That's what it is. I think he turned like 40.
You
No, it
turn
wasn't 40.
Like 40, 42. Yeah, we were around the same age.
Yeah, around the
Is
same age.
this what we doing now? Is we
He
it
said it
now?
now.
I need to know. I didn't get the memo, maybe, but is we stopping partying at 10:30?
Yeah.
we get to that age now, I guess.
My wife was like, now, Michael, you know they was putting up that cake.
I sound old. Old is a mindset.
Oh, there's a mindset. You're right, Chris.
All is a mindset, man.
Y'all feeding
I
into
mean,
it.
that's where the party just started.
Yeah.
Party don't
Be out.
start till I walk in. Hey,
Hey.
Not Alton's party. That party over with. You walk in there,
Boy,
that's a dark room. Ain't nothing
man.
but a
Baby,
ribbon on the
I would have pulled up to an empty lot.
floor.
We gonna,
I would have been like Jackie that where the party at?
hey.
Where the party at?
That's when you know you're getting old when one of us waiting. Who gonna be the first one to yawn? Like, yeah, me too. Yeah, I ain't taking a nap before I got here. Be off in the corner, ducked off, sleep, shades on, drinking.
Speaking of, I have a lot of footage of you, sir.
Oh you got me. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. What was it last year? Boy, I was out of it, man. No, it was this year, earlier this year, I think. Yeah. I was snoring good, sleeping like
I always catch you
man,
snoring.
boy, in the movie theater. I'm like, man, boy, the boy Joffrey was working hard, man, sleep, catching good
Yeah,
Z's. Them
yeah.
pictures, them pictures that they neck dip into their chest, that was your boy. And I'm not ashamed. Moving on. So, oh man. So me and Chris had well no me I don't know who had a conversation with this. Cooking with
Me.
Kyle.
it was
Cooking.
me. I ain't had that conversation.
It was me.
Tashay, are you one of the ladies that's jealous of Kaya? Have you seen that video of Cooking with Kaya?
Yes, let's ask Tashay, the lady of the
Let's
podcast.
get a
Are
voice.
you jealous with cooking with Kaya?
Tashay said I can cook.
Well, I
I
don't
take
even know if I should answer this for everyone or not, but I'm not jealous of cooking with Kaya. I'm not jealous of cooking with Kaya.
Thank you.
I I was watching too. So I'll probably not be the one to ask.
shout out to
Um
round of applause.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't
look
get
out
what
for this.
the big deal is. I
I'll sit up
seen
we can watch
what?
cooking with Kaya together. That's fine. But no.
Hmm.
What's the big deal? Y'all tell me what's the big deal?
It's always
It's
interesting what goes viral.
yeah,
Yeah, tell
it really is interesting
It
what goes
really is.
viral.
do tell.
Well,
Hey,
she's a young lady that's cooking and she does a little dance, she twerk too, and she be like in a two-piece. But it's like she shows off the food, and the food is absolutely incredible. I'm talking about the food. I'm talking about the food, okay? And she
Mhm.
and the camera, and then she really plays the audience because she has a lot of hate from the female group, but the men they like the food, what they see, and of course she's very pretty as well too. But she plays like I can take your man cooking with Kaya, and the women that are very like insecure that know that they can't cook and know that to a man's heart, well, some men, well, most is
Mhm.
food.
Mhm.
So the insecurities set in. And I checked her Instagram like 2 days ago. She had like 100,000 followers. She's up
mm,
to 1.1 million now.
Damn.
Mm.
She is
Well,
gaining. She is
congratulations to Miss Kaya.
yeah.
out to her,
Way
man.
to use some beauty and a little bit of cooking and hey to get the bag.
Get
I
some bag.
congrats. I watch. I support Miss Kaya,
Mm-hmm.
Now
but I
I
won't
think
be
that
jealous because I can cook too.
that's right. Cooking with Tashay.
There you
Hmm.
Hey,
go.
hey, hey.
There you go. You started your cooking with the chef.
Cooking with Tashay. Cooking with Tashay.
There you go. And Chris, you're
What you
right.
was about
It's
to
some.
say, Chris?
What you say?
Oh, Chris ain't saying nothing. He
Oh no,
quiet.
I thought you said
you
something.
said-
My
I haven't
bad.
seen
Oh,
any of the videos, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
Wait,
okay.
I was just
I
gonna
got
Chris.
say,
you.
I
I
guess what
feel
it sounds like is like it just sounds like just like how people get like some people into that whole mukbang stuff, like watch people eat. People
Oh
have
yeah.
their different
Yeah.
things, but you know,
Everybody has
um,
that thing that they get. I mean, I'm happy for because you just never
right.
know what's gonna go viral, or whatever, and what you
Yeah.
reach system with. So she plays to her audience. Go good for her. Hey, if anything, I want to know what she put in them sauces and everything. What she used. Get some cooking tips. She actually can help some of y'all because some other people can't boil an egg in water.
Yeah, some people can't even boil water. So I mean,
Damn.
it is damn. So don't
You
be
better get on there
insecure.
and look, ma'am. You
Just
better
just that's it. That's all you gotta do.
just
Don't be
try.
insecure. Just look
Just
and
try.
learn and try.
Yeah,
Okay?
YouTube, help yourself out.
yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And
No,
another
but
news.
Chris, the way you was quiet this whole time.
Because I haven't seen the videos yet. So
Mm-hmm.
I send it to you, brother. I did put it in the chat.
I said to you, brother.
I send it.
I've seen the reaction videos, but I haven't seen any of the videos directly. So
Yeah, man. So yeah, we
it
definitely
is
keep
what it is.
our
I had nothing to contribite.
yeah.
Well, here in the old Tolliver house, I am fed very well.
So am I in the Chapman household.
You right. I am the Chapman house fed very well.
Yeah,
And we all know to shake and cook.
That's right.
And I get my meals wherever I get my meals at. So hey, which is why
I ain't,
I'm
she,
still hefty. So I'm eating good. Shit.
she might not.
It's just saying we all eating over here, whether you
That's
cooking
right.
with
We all
Kaya
eat.
or cooking with
Now,
anybody.
Cooking with
We
everybody.
eating over here,
she
so
may
we
not
good.
cook, but hey, when I'm hungry, she'll go straight on that Uber Eats app and press that button.
That's right.
That's all that matters. Press the button. That's what I want. There you go, baby. I love
Simple and easy. Simple and easy. And
It'll
some
be
other
here in about 15 minutes.
it.
yes
Mhm.
indeed. And in other news, Jaleel White, we know Jaleel, Steve Urkel, who he
Right.
played as Steve Urkel.
mm-hmm.
He had some comments about the family matters, about how it wasn't. What was that again? I'm sorry, I'm trying to look for it. Well, pretty
It's
much he
always
was.
overlooked.
Say it again.
He said it always kind of is overlooked because it's not as, I guess, edgy or hood, I guess, or something like
Yeah,
that, as far as culturally
right.
with black folks. Someone,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly. Thank you. I'm sorry, I stumbled over my words. Yeah, and I feel like he really did make an impact on the black community. When you
mm-hmm.
think of TGIF, you automatically say, "Oh, Family Matters."
Family
Right.
matters.
You
He had us out here looking lame, talking about do the Urkel.
yeah, how that dance?
Yeah,
Right.
so I mean, he had some type of impact. Maybe he may not see it. I mean, looking
Yeah.
back, it may
It
not
was
be.
an impact because I remember
Mm-hmm.
the TGIF lineup. Step by Step was number one. That
Mm-hmm.
came
Mm-hmm.
first, and then I believe Hanging with Mr. Cooper was in the middle. It's another TV show, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Full
that was
House.
Full House. Yeah, Full House.
House.
Then it was Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and then Family Matters was last.
Mm-hmm.
Family Matters was the big draw. So you're gonna have to watch all these other TV shows before you
Mm-hmm.
get to that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh, and don't forget about Boy Meets World and Sabrina the Teenage
Boy,
Witch.
yeah, that's right. Boy Meets
Mm-hmm.
World was in that TGIF lineup
And
as well too. Yeah.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch came along as well. They had some golden
Mm-hmm.
shows, bro, like that build. If
I
you,
really did.
yeah, so Sabrina was dope. I don't care what anybody says. Shit,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the show.
But
you
you
know, like
know what
Sabrina.
was really crazy? For him to say that, like, he just don't understand when he went from the nerd to the handsome nerd guy.
Stefan
Like,
Urkel.
yes, like he don't know what they did for the nerd community.
Yeah, it did. It
Yeah,
did.
it
It did.
did.
It
It gave
did.
them hope that maybe, hey, look, it might be uh, Stefan in me somewhere that I can discover, So like
Mm-hmm.
I think that he had an impact. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't always cool to be a nerd, but he still
Mhm.
had a cute girlfriend that, I mean,
Myra,
Myra
Oh,
Mustang.
boy, Myra was fine. I'm sorry. Laura,
rest, yeah,
rest
R.I.P.
in peace for R.I.P. Myra, but Myra was fine. Laura,
fine, fine.
Yeah,
Laura,
Okay.
man,
she was
So
gorgeous.
yes, she was.
Yeah,
I think he was it was a very impactful show.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gave nerds hope that they can pull somebody like Myra. I'm just saying, bro. Like, hey,
For
look,
real, she was cute and she was crazy about him too.
Yeah,
yes.
he was tripping, man. He was like, "I get away from me, Myra." I'm like,
Like, why? Myra is bad.
Myra was on Steve, boy. He couldn't, boy. That made you feel good that you was smart, bro. You that. And then on top of that, if it wasn't for him, Family Matters would have got canceled because he came in at the right time. So
Mm.
yeah, so yeah, I mean, hey, I'm just saying, Jill, culture,
What was your favorite character on Family Matters?
Waldo. Waldo. Besides, next to Steve, Waldo, and who I actually do chop. I used to chop it up with on Instagram, and he's hilarious, like very hilarious. I think I still got his shirt, so I need to buy some more. Waldo was hilarious.
Rachel
So,
was mine. Rachel was my favorite character.
on
Rachel,
Rachel.
Which one
Rachel,
is that?
on Rachel. Meet me. Oh my God.
Oh,
Too hilarious. Thelma Hopkins, shit, that's a real name.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Yeah, man. And last but not least, we know, like we said, Christmas is here, so there we gonna say a prayer for everyone. I used to work at the movie theaters, so we're gonna say a prayer for our friends that work at movie theaters or people that have to put up with nonsense at movie theaters. I know my stories, boy. When Wicked is still killing it and it's successful,
Mhm.
and there will be a part two, which I did not know. Then you got Mufasa and you got Sonic that's out, and the red one that's still out.
Red one's
Mhm.
streaming now too. If you got
Red
a
One is streaming now.
Oh, streaming. Oh, it is
it's
streaming
pretty
now.
Yeah,
good too. It's pretty good.
yeah, it's pretty good. We went to me and my wife went to go see it.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say a prayer for my people.
yeah. They gonna have to deal with us tomorrow because I'm gonna let the prisoner out his cage and we're gonna take him to see something.
Yeah. And they already confirmed
Oh
we're working on
man.
Sonic 4 as well. But yeah, all those movies are coming
Hmm.
out. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go. Hopefully, I already know everybody gonna be at the movie theater, but I'll see you out at the movies, man. Let's go out to
Well,
the
look, I
movies.
mean that's successful because a little bit, a while back, the movie theaters were not, you know, they weren't
Yeah,
doing so well, and
yeah,
it seems like everybody has started making their way back to the movie theaters. It's been some great movies released, and you know, we're able to continue to experience being able to go to the movie theater, getting that popcorn and taking the whole family out to do, you know, the movie theater thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
True, true, true.
Shout out to everybody that went to go see Wicked and actually stayed up. That movie is 3 hours long.
Whew. And they
Yeah,
sing
Yeah,
it.
I'm good. I'll wait till it's
That's real long right there. I
that's
don't.
what I said. But my wife went to go see it. She wanted me to see it with her. So
Yep. So see y'all at the movies.
Hmm.
go ahead.
I'm gonna take a nap before I go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special interview for you. No, this is our special Christmas episode, but we have a special interview with Cynthia Kaye McWilliams from Real Husbands of Hollywood, Average Joe, Bosch, Platonic Gray, and so many other films and TV shows that she's been a part of. So check out our special interview with Cynthia Kaye McWilliams, the Spotlight interview. You don't want to miss it. It was really great. We enjoyed the conversation with her. And she talked about women's empowerment, the Actor Summit where I met her at, and Sincerity Creative, her own business. So check out our interview with Cynthia Kaye McWilliams. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest for our Christmas episode. Man, it is a pleasure, Queen. Thank you so much. Round of applause for Cynthia Kaye McWilliams.
I love the actual round. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I had
We got
to.
That's beautiful. Thank you. It's an
Thank
original
you.
round of applause.
Oh man,
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
no,
Thank you, Tashay. I appreciate it.
appreciate it, man. So this is gonna be a very fun one. This is very dope. ladies and gentlemen, if y'all know who Cynthia Kaye McWilliams are, y'all should know. I mean,
I hope so. But you know what? It's hard out here in these streets. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things pulling people's attention. There's 80,000 networks on 80,000 streaming services. They're not always going to catch you, so it's okay. I always feel like, hey, you might not know me, but hopefully when you get introduced to me, we're immediately friends. So,
amen, amen, and amen again. That's how I was when I met you. And I was, so before we get into the question, everything,
yeah.
On your IMDb, are you originally from Germany, Berlin, Germany?
Yes. So I'm an Army brat. My father was in the military. So I was born in West Berlin when there was still a West and the East. We actually have a piece of the Berlin Wall in our house back at home. My parents are from Kansas City, though. So that's where they grew up mostly. They met in Kansas City when they were 16 years old. My parents have been together since they were 16 years old. Yes, and they are still married. Yeah, still married, y'all. That deserves a round of applause.
That deserves all that round. All the applause.
Mommy and Daddy been together for forever. And so I grew up primarily in Kansas City, but that's the thing. I grew up a little bit of everywhere. I was born overseas. We moved around a little bit when I was younger, through the East Coast, the South, Midwest. And then I went to college in Chicago at DePaul University. And then I was in LA for about 15 years, doing my career sort of back and forth, wherever work took me. But that was my home base. And now recently I just, I won't say moved, but I've expanded my home base to Chicago. So now this is where I'm at primarily. Since I've been here, I've started teaching at DePaul University as adjunct faculty. Yes, I teach introduction to acting for the camera as well as audition technique. And then I also started my company, Sin City Creative. We can talk about that a little bit later. And then since I own this building, we also have Sin City Studios downstairs. So yeah, I've just been expanding in a number of different directions so that in case people don't know about me as an actress, that's all right, because I love what I do immensely. But in addition to being an actress, I'm an entrepreneur, but mostly I am just another person out here on their journey, really passionate about seeing you get to where you want to get to on your journey. I love seeing people win. So that's really what I've invested most of my life in doing.
Amen.
That is so amazing. Let's give her a round of applause. Just talk that.
Look,
thanks, y'all. I gotta wake up to y'all every day. This is the kind of applause. Encourage I feel like very Donnie McClurkin on here.
Come on,
Donnie McClurkin. Encourage yourself. Encourage me while I encourage you. I love it.
Come on. Yeah. We fall down, but
we get up. I can't really sing, but I feel like I got gospel in my soul.
It's right there.
I'm good with like a good run that has no actual key to it, though. I'm off key every time, but
I got you.
I got down.
There we go. Hit it.
We get up.
Hit it.
It's what it is the ends. I can get them.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, Sin. I'm right there.
We had our Christmas holiday party last night, so my voice is trash. So forgive me today, but we had a really good time last night.
Hey, we got a little bit of liquid encouragement right here. I know you have it's the coffee. You don't got to say what it is.
Yes, just coffee for me. I am. It's just coffee for me. It is a little eggnog in here, but non-alcoholic. I'm sober, so I do not drink. But let me. I'm gonna grab a tree. Look, hold on.
Okay.
It's too early.
I need something to feel like I'm with you in this,
Oh, there you go. Yeah, but you ain't. Look at that there. Boom.
What's your Oh, with the light.
Mine light up.
We're talking about being able to sing. We can't sing. And what we got? Making Spirits. Where's the rest? Is it Bright? Yes, Making Spirits
bright. Okay.
You got your I see you dropping. You got your black.
I was showing Mike. I have earrings that are reindeer, but you can't see them because the headphones.
Because of the headphones. I see. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I love those. Those are adorable. I do. You got a little red scarf on the reindeer. Reindeer is not gonna catch cold. What's everybody's favorite Christmas song?
Oh my God.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
We will ask about that with debate about that later on today. Who want to go first?
I will. Let us know. Let us know.
Let it. Of course, we talking about Boys to Men, right?
Boys to Men.
Let it snow.
No, No.
Oh, not the Boys to Men one. You talking about the original?
Which one?
You talking about the original one? To Shay Get Out.
Girl, sing
To
that for me
shake,
because I don't even remember how it go.
to shake it out.
To say we
Let
about
it.
to.
How's it go? I don't even know. I only
How's
know
it
what the
go?
boys and men remix.
Y'all putting me on the spot.
No. I wanna know about your original black and white version. Give it to me.
To say we gotta take away your black card today.
Give it to me.
To
This
shake
old
Cindy
Miracle on
over.
34th Street ass song. Give it to me.
Come on.
What is it?
Come on.
Not even the new one, not the in color. No, not Miracle on 34th Street in color. This is black and white. Give it to me. Where's the black and white? Let us know. It's your favorite song.
They play it cold.
Okay, come on. Leave the floor for
Target.
the floor. We're gonna leave the floor for come on, give it to us.
You know the one that goes, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's a good. The weather
It's
outside is frightful.
And the weather is so delightful.
Delightful.
Since we're no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
All right.
That's
Okay.
it. You're right. That's a pretty one.
Okay.
It's pretty. I'm that's a pretty song. You're right.
Okay.
Need some
All right,
seasoning.
Mike, give it to me. What's yours?
Luther. What is it, yo? It's Christmas. I just listen to the song, but when you get put on the spot,
It's always hard, right? You get put on.
it's always hard. Okay, bump that. Silent Night by the Temptations.
Temptations. That was mine.
That's mine.
Okay. All right. That's all right.
That's mine. That's mine.
Everybody. That's everybody.
That's everybody's.
When you
Okay.
take that first sip and he says, "In my mind."
It's the beat. I love the beat. The beat.
When it drops,
When
you
it
know
drops.
it's coming.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I also
But
like
you know,
the good old Santa Claus. Come straight to the
To the
ghetto.
ghetto. Okay. So that version I don't like. I like the Death Row Snoop Dogg version. Santa Claus. Ooh. Go straight to the ghetto.
Oh,
I like that one.
Oh my!
All right.
When the edit come out, we got to put that on the outro. I feel like that needs to be how we go out. So this, we ain't started. We haven't started any of this podcast yet.
Hey, we have a good time.
That's completely off track. But you said
Yeah,
it was a hosting episode.
It's okay. Hey, look, we are here to highlight you and have a good time with you. This is
yes.
Whenever our guests come on, we tell them, look, this is about you, have a good time with you, and highlight you and what you do. So
That's what we gonna do. I'm always here.
I have a question, y'all. So how do y'all feel about Chris Brown's Christmas song? Do y'all like that one?
This Christmas. Yes. I love that jam, honestly. And the movie for me is still everything. I love this Christmas. I thought it was a really great addition to your modern Christmas movies. We all have our classics, your Home Alones and your The Miracle on 34th Streets and all the old black and whites, all the good classics.
Die Hard.
Oh, love a Die Hard. Come on, every single year I'm watching that with the family. I haven't done it yet this year because I'm waiting to go home, and that is on my family's top 10 list. And we will be doing nothing but binging movies for 4 days straight. And Die Hard is the first one. That's how we get it.
Is one of them.
In the McWilliams household.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what we do.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen.
I shut down anybody who say that's not a Christmas movie. Okay.
Exactly.
Bruce Willis was trying to get home to his wife. Okay. And not only that, but then he saved his family. And what is a Christmas movie if it's not about saving the family? What is a Christmas movie? That was high stakes. That's a high stakes Christmas film right there.
Yes.
At the airport. At the airport on the second one. Yeah.
Everywhere you went in the movie, there was Christmas decor. Come on now, that's a Christmas film, and I go down 10 toes down on anybody who says it's not.
I stand on 10 toes down. I stand on business in black Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
Not
the black ones.
With the black Air Force Ones.
You just had to bring it. You just had to bring it to the black ones.
I'll take it there.
Oh Lord.
Desi Banks, straight up black Air Force Ones.
All of them.
Well, like you said, Sin, let's go ahead and get to these questions. Like I said, we must touch.
But this podcast is devoid of questions. There's no actual questions on this.
I know.
We just out here talking.
Go straight to it.
We should have talked.
Just out here talking about what is better, the preacher's wife or?
I forgot about the preacher's wife.
I forgot about the preacher's wife.
You can't forget about. You know what's crazy about the
Denzel, Courtney B. Vance,
Come on.
Whitney
Yes,
Houston.
Come
it
on.
That
was
movie was
packed.
everything.
Come
Yes.
on now.
Yes.
Come
It was
on.
a little toxic though. She did fall in love basically with,
Can,
I
can,
mean,
With
an
an angel,
imaginary person.
I mean,
exactly.
it was what the 90s. No,
It
it's
was the
all it's
90s.
all- it
We
was
did
not,
anything in the 90s.
yeah,
There was no, everybody,
yeah,
I don't know what was going on. In the 90s, there were like rooms where people were like, what about this? And somebody had a very questionable idea, but everybody in the room went, sounds good. There was
yeah,
really no
Let's do
sex,
it.
no,
yeah,
like, it was not a lot of critical. At that
yeah,
time, it feels good. Let's do it. Let's
yeah.
do it.
It was just
Yeah,
nice to
pretty
have
much.
these black queens and kings a part of this one film. And you know what's so crazy? You brought that up. I didn't even realize that Denzel was wearing the same suit the whole movie.
The whole time.
So I
Yes.
got a little bit older. I'm
Yes.
like, this
He
Negro
ain't
really.
washed today.
Yeah. It was
He ain't
very
washed today.
what was the movie with when Bruce Willis was he was the ghost too and there was a little
Sixth
boy in
Sense.
it, Haley Joel, Sixth
Sixth
Sense.
Sense, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
it was very that, where it was
Yeah,
like, oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute, now when we look back,
yeah.
he was in the same suit the
It's,
whole time,
Mm.
wasn't he?
it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
it's a good movie, but that's kind of highly unsanitary. You know what? But
Well, it wasn't real clothes. They
but it
were
wasn't.
It
he was
wasn't.
wearing the
Yeah,
threads of the Lord. He
yeah.
was
The threads of the
clothed
Yeah,
Lord.
it
in the
was
spirit of
the
God.
cloth of
Yes.
the Lord.
He
She
Yeah,
was a
said
full angel.
the threads of the Lord. I gotta put. I
that's
gotta
right.
use that.
It was the
I'm about
cloth
to
of the
clothe
Lord.
myself in the threads of
Amen.
the Lord every day. I
Yeah.
want him to be
I know that's right.
interwoven into my spirit. That's what we aiming for.
Amen and amen again. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Cynthia Kaye McWilliams. Like she said, if y'all know who she is, and you should, you're finna know who she is right now,
Oh
ladies.
yeah, you gonna know her
Yeah,
real soon.
you should, man. And we'll get into the whole actor summit and everything else, which I was very excited that you were there. And I know you just did
Mm.
another one, but we'll get to that later on.
Yeah, oh we did. Yeah, we did just do another one.
Yeah, I know you be so busy. I know days, nights turn
Man,
to days.
I barely just remember I'm back in Chicago. I done been on a plane and train, automobile, literally, for the past 3 weeks straight. But I'm here. I'm in Chicago. That's where we are, back home. Okay.
Like
All
my
right, hit
mind.
me. What we talking about today, y'all? What we talking about?
We talking
Let's
about
get it.
you, Queen. We talking about you.
Yes,
As she sips
we
her
celebrate.
coffee. That's what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
Y'all
So
know I love my coffee. Y'all been watching the Coffee Connections with Sin
yes,
segment
ma'am. And I
that I've
love
been
it.
doing online. Yeah, I really, how that happened. Honestly, this is how that happened.
How'd it
My
happen?
team and I, we were talking about. This is very. I'm sharing strategies over here with you.
Nah, go ahead.
My team and I, we were sitting up and we were talking about the fact that I'm leaving. I'm literally leaving to go to South Africa for about 4 months to be filming the season 2 of Average Joe. Right. So
Mm,
I'm gonna be gone for a while, and we're trying to figure out like what can we do, to make sure that I don't lose connection with
mm,
my audience here, and that everybody still feels like I'm connected. So we thought about what could we establish that was something we could carry on while I was in South Africa. But the thing
Mhm.
about doing content, and I know you guys know, right?
mm-hmm.
It's a lot to like launch a whole new thing, and particularly for
Yeah.
women, because y'all could throw on, man, y'all throw on anything, put on a t-shirt, put on a jacket. You might be bottom. I don't know what's going on the bottom to you right now. You could be in your bottom.
Don't
I don't really
ask.
know.
Don't ask. No questions.
No, okay, then ain't nobody getting to see. He distracted us with all the lights up here because he wanted to not look down. Don't look
I'm
down.
in the confines of my own home.
That's your business, and that's your business. But for us, we got to do a lot of like prep. It's always a lot of hair,
Yes.
makeup, whatever. And so
Mm,
I said, I'm very big about, my brand is really authenticity and joy. That's what I'm all
mm,
about. And so I know that there's a certain amount of what I do as an actress that's about presentation, right? But I
mm,
also am like, at some point, I want to make sure that I'm being authentic and letting people see me, sometimes just barefaced. And so I was literally saying that I was like, I wish we could do more content, but in order
mm.
to do that, I would need to not have to require like lighting and makeup and all that because we ain't got time to do a
Right.
whole nother setup and segment. And then we just kind of said, well, what if it was? What if we just got together every week and I just literally, when I got out of the shower and I washed
Mm,
my hair or, do whatever it is I was doing, what if we just did a segment that was just me having coffee, sitting down, chatting, and it
mm,
wasn't a lot of production behind it. And then we said, I like it. And I was like, I mean, it's my favorite thing to do, really, is just like drink my coffee. And then I
mm,
literally said, and I just want to connect with the people. And then my team was like, Coffee Connections with Sin. And so we started that segment because we just knew that like it would be exciting that for all time going forward, no matter where I'm at. So now when I'm in South Africa and I'm on my little hotel balcony, you guys can still
Mhm.
be with me, but the new background instead of the living room of Sim City Creative, it
mm.
will be the backdrop of the mountains of Cape Town. and I'm right off of the marina. And so I'll take you across literally the globe with me, and we'll still wake up and have coffee together. And that was just something we really wanted to do to make sure that like I could stay connected with all of my base, in both home here, home in Kansas City, home in LA, home in New York, home in Atlanta. The whole point is that I have so many different homes, but I always want to feel like we can be at home together, sipping our little coffee and chatting.
And chatting. I
That's
love
so
that.
nice. Yes.
Yeah. And
That's
shout out.
dope.
Yeah.
And
I love.
congratulations to you going to South Africa.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Back to the motherland. That's dope. I would like to go myself. I
I was gonna
encourage
say,
you.
have you ever been?
No, ma'am, I have never been.
It'll be my first time too, man. I'm excited. That's another reason why I'm excited to go and share. Everybody ain't gonna make it to South Africa.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
and I always, every time I travel anywhere, I try really hard to like make sure I document those journeys, not just for my own personal memories, but also to
Right.
bring people with me,
Mhm.
to encourage people to get their passport, stamp it, and let's get out and see this world. But also, if you can't, it's just great to be able to share some things with, again, not necessarily always like those pictures and the travel magazines, but literally just on the ground with somebody who's
Yes.
gonna get excited and geek the way that you might, or go see the things
Mhm.
that you want to see. I like to stay live with people and be like, where do you want to go? I have a day off once a week, every week while I'm there. So let's talk about where do you want me to go? What do you want me to see? What do you want me to explore with you, for you? So I'm excited about doing that and just traveling and taking y'all to South Africa with me.
That's gonna be
Yes.
really beautiful. That's on my list. I said it whenever I do go overseas, that has to be the first place I go. I used to
Yeah.
Mm.
work at I used to work at Sam's Club overnight, and this one guy who said he used to stay in the city of Cape Town, and he said you can actually see like ocean life migrate across like, and he said it's just so beautiful, like the
Yeah.
dolphin, whales, all that, and like he sold because we all culture. So I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, gotta go there. So when you do go
Yeah.
there and enjoy yourself, be safe, of course.
I
Yes.
hear they have penguins. They're South African penguins. I did not know this. I was like today years old the day that I found out. I was like, what? There's like a whole species, breed of penguin that is on the beaches of
What?
South Africa. Isn't that crazy?
That
Mhm.
is
Hmm.
so dope.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I can't wait to go and take some pictures of
Mm.
them.
Enjoy
For real.
yourself, Queen, for real.
Yeah,
Yes.
enjoy
Please take a
yourself.
lot of pictures and content,
Oh,
everything.
I will.
Definitely
I'll be
share.
posting. I will be posting constantly. I look at social media as our own little TV network.
Hmm.
Social
Mm-hmm.
media is really, for me, it's like everybody gets to own your own cable network and you get to decide the programming. And so I'm like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I encourage people always to like not just think of social media as a place to engage with other people's lives, but also to share yours and to really remember that like everybody, every one of us, we really have such an incredible story to tell, and we're all trapped in our own little bubbles, particularly post COVID. That really changed the way we interact. But I'm like, instead of always just scrolling, there's always really cool things like this wonderful podcast that you guys are doing, where we can tap
Thank
in
you.
with people, really connect, build community, but then also engage in that conversation. And that it really doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have to be that we're on the phone, looking, but there's
Hmm.
also space for us to get in and be a part of things, whether that's through comments, dialogue,
Hmm.
that in our best case, right? Not like ugly, nasty trolling, but in the best case, what social media can really do is bridge some of those gaps that have been made by all the distance between us. Not to
Mhm.
mention just schedules and life and demands and family and kids and whatever else we got going on. But this is a really wonderful place, I feel, to be able to connect with each other and talk to each other and travel with each other. And it's like
Yes.
we can literally multiply our life experiences by tapping into each other's experiences. But that
Hmm.
means we also have to share.
Yes. I have a
Totally.
hard time sharing sometimes, and I've been doing better.
Good.
But when you're so secretive and you're scared to like really share a lot of things, because so much criticism, you have to get to that point
Yeah.
where it's like, you know what, I don't care, I'm gonna be criticized anyway, so just putting it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I
And
am
here's
a
the thing.
certified
Somebody's
ghost
always going,
follower.
you are a certified ghost follower?
Yes, right. I don't like no pictures, but I like it. But I don't like
Terrible. That's what they call a troll. You know that? They call that trolling.
it. I
Just
don't.
just scrolling and trolling.
Just scrolling.
Hmm.
Ooh,
He ain't
I
liking
mean
no
scrolling.
pictures. He's
Ooh,
like,
Terrible.
I,
Get,
I
why
don't
you
like
gonna
that one.
trap all that? Don't trap your love in your heart You said, tap that. Let people know you love them. Just, hey, you should know better. You out here producing content, and that's how we create. We gotta be,
Oh, like
And
nobody.
Mike the person who show up to the party and don't bring nothing. Don't bring no chips, no ice, nothing. Just at the party. Just at the
Nobody
party
didn't
in the
tell
back
me
with a
nothing.
plate.
I'm just here to have a good
Nobody,
time.
nobody didn't tell me nothing.
Just here
Why
to have a
throw a
good time.
party?
He ain't gonna say
Right, they
nothing. He ain't
always
gonna
need
do
ice.
nothing.
Everybody always need ice. You can at least show up with some ice.
Some ice.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. All right, y'all. See you.
Mike don't show up with nothing but foil.
If you can't cook nothing, at least bring the ice.
For real.
Oh my goodness, Sin, you are a joy. You are a joy. Uh,
Yes.
so tell us real quick about. So was it a theater background? Is that where you started?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
so,
I got my degree from DePaul
mhm,
University. I got my
mhm,
Bachelor of Fine Arts in acting.
mhm,
DePaul University was founded as the Goodman School of Drama, and it is very much a theater-based training program.
right.
Now, in the years since I graduated, um, they have developed a really wonderful cinematic department as well. So now they
Beautiful.
also have they own stages at CineSpace Studios. That's one of the classes that I
Mhm,
teach is introducing actors who are trained in theater to learn how to
mhm,
use their skill set for the medium of the camera. But yeah, it's a really wonderful acting program, and that's where I started. I really started back in Kansas City, honestly,
mhm,
writing plays. I was audacious as a young person. I really just, probably was just dumb enough and excited enough to feel like, I could do anything. I loved it. And so I would write plays, submit them to local theater companies, and got
mhm,
fortunate enough to have some of them get picked up. So when I really
mhm,
started, I was writing and directing. There was a situation that happened where one of my actresses got sick and couldn't go up. So I knew the lines, obviously. I went up for her. And that was kind of when I caught the acting bug. And so very shortly after that, I sort of pivoted in life and started instead of going into I was at an academic a high school called Sumner Academy of Arts and Sciences. It was a
mhm,
really again rigorous program, college prep academy, and I really thought that I would go to school like for something very academic because that's what I was being trained for.
yeah.
But I realized this passion I had was sort of bigger than me. My mom says I didn't choose it; it chose me.
Mhm,
And then I started auditioning for instead of applying for colleges just for academia, I also applied for some acting programs. But my main one was DePaul. I really loved the rigor of their program, the fact that it was a conservatory, and I got accepted. At that time, there was this really unconventional thing called the cut system. So they
mhm,
only accepted 50 students, and then
mhm,
every year they cut those students down so that by the time you graduated, you only graduated with about 20 students. And
Mm.
eventually, over the years, that ended up being very, like I said, controversial. And a lot of, I think, students and parents kind of, was against it and suing folks because they were like, hey, man, we didn't pay for 3 years of school and we didn't even get no degree out of this.
right.
But they were transparent about what the cut program was. But, people still, I get it. So
Mhm,
now we don't do that anymore at DePaul. But it still is very much a rigorous program and very much about text, technique, understanding the fundamentals of acting, as well as using your full body instrument. We do everything there, like really cool stuff from yoga is like a whole course,
mhm.
stage combat. We work with rapier and daggers. We do Shakespeare as an entire year and course of training. So many, many things, but really not no stone is unturned in making sure that we're turning out actors who have a wide breadth of knowledge, and then who are able to take that knowledge and apply it to any medium.
That is so
Nice.
That's
freaking beautiful. I
amazing.
love that too because, like you said, it teaches you everything that you should know. Well, that they want you to know going into this profession. Because I used to go to Lone Star College, and that's where, I start, really, really digging my teeth into theater and acting and everything
Hmm.
else. And my teachers showed us that the stage combat. He didn't teach us well, not Meisner and stuff, Rossi, but I found that on my own and everything else. And
Yeah.
just learning. I tell a lot of people that I talk to, you have to understand like the cadence in your voice, the placement
Hmm.
of your body, your eye movements, everything. Like what means to go upstage, go downstage. Don't turn your back to the audience. A lot of that comes from theater, and that's where I started. And I like how you said that y'all show how you show your students to how to transition from stage to on screen because there's a lot of people that we
Hmm.
met, some lost ones, and they need that training. So thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. about the
Yeah.
part.
And there's
Yes.
a lot of great acting classes in any city, basically. There's always going to be some. And if they're vetted and, like, it's because, sometimes people just try to take your money. But,
Hmm.
if they're vetted classes, there can be really wonderful training. So it's not to say that I think you have to go to college to get training in acting or that you have to have your Bachelor of Fine Arts in or MFA in acting. I
Hmm.
do think training matters, though, wherever you get it. This is a very tough business. It's an incredibly competitive business. And these days, again, post COVID, post strike, particularly post strike, the landscape has changed.
Hmm.
Um, in some
Mhm.
ways for the better for young talent coming in because it's democratized the industry, right?
Mhm.
But in a lot of ways for veteran talent, if you have never gotten that training, it's very difficult to keep up, you know? Also now I feel like it's so important to have training, not just in the fundamentals of performance. You're always going to need those because without those, you can have a gimmick, a lick, a hit, but you could be a personality who's online or, have some sort of like influencer sort of following, but you won't be able to stay the course because eventually that camera will come in close and catch you and we will see the
Hmm.
truth of you. And it's so
Mhm.
important that you're ready with the skill set to be able to retain and hold an audience. And that means you have to really understand the story you're telling and you have to understand how to tell it. And people will get close enough and get in your eyes and see that you don't know what you're talking about if you don't have that training. But I do think for those people who have the training, sometimes what they miss is they don't understand the changing media landscape and that
Mhm.
now engagement outside of the work you do on camera and on stage does matter. It really does because we're competing with so many
Hmm.
things. And we have to
Yeah.
be able to not only retain attention through a performance, but retain an audience as well. So I really believe in, and maybe that's the part of me being just that age. I'm just old enough that I appreciate old school, talent and credibility and fundamentals. But I'm also just young enough that I'm like, hey, y'all, we got to make sure we learn from these kids. Don't
Hmm.
turn your nose
Yep.
up at them. Pay attention because they're the new wave. And when we get too stuck in our ways and think like, oh, well, in the old days we didn't have to. Well, the old days is gone and the new days are coming. So
Yep.
what we gonna do?
Yep.
We
Right.
gonna be old in the old days, or
Yep.
we gonna stay young in these new days? You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah.
Hmm. Bridge the
Yeah.
gap.
We have to evolve. We have to evolve with what's going on.
evolution is the
It's
name of the game.
Amen.
like one of my main mottos is evolve or get left behind, and that's pretty much how it is. You have to keep evolving yourself with the time, or you will get left behind.
Yep. My one of my favorite quotes. This is from it's from Irma Bombeck book. I don't everybody ain't nobody on this audience even though they definitely don't know who Irma Bombeck is. But from an old book, and it is your history is not your destiny.
Mm.
Um, and I really always love that because it's about the idea of evolution, but it's also about letting go of
Mhm.
Yep.
whatever it is that you're tying yourself to who you were. Even when things like what you said earlier about like, it's difficult to post or to, share or whatever, right? It's about saying, even if it's about everything that we've already said in this conversation, right? It's, oh, I only look, I don't like. At any second, we can stop saying who we are based on what we've done at any
Right.
second. You could literally be like, yeah. And so now it's just, I used to be someone who looked online and didn't like. And now, because of new information that entered my brain, I've immediately adjusted. And I said, you know what? It's important that I let people know when I appreciate what they're doing, that I share love, that I congratulate and appreciate in real time instead of waiting until later because the later might not come. I used to be someone who was scared to share. And then I said, nope, right now I got new information that dropped into my spirit. So today, as of right now, I'm a person who's open and transparent with boundaries,
Come
right?
on.
Because I do
Mhm.
understand that everybody doesn't get to have license to all of me. But what I'm not doing is sharing only based on my comfort level because I'm going to push past fear and realize that I'm not afraid of someone's opinions of me because people who have opinions are usually people who don't have the boldness or the courage to come forward and share themselves. And I'm not going to be one of those people, right?
Come
We can
on.
always in any second say, I'm done. I'm done with what I was doing. I'm now only going to be concerned about what I want to do. And every single second of every day we can keep evolving. But the way we evolve is
Yep.
also by letting go of the history and realize that my history is not my destiny. And your
Come on.
destiny gets bigger the more you let go of the past you're trying to hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, she,
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
we, we,
Thank you
we,
for
Nice,
that
nice,
one,
nice.
Monique.
Appreciate that.
yeah, we haven't touched. right now.
Amen. Hey, God is with us all the time. All the
Amen.
time.
Somebody needs to hear that. Not only just us, but it may be somebody else, when we post and show the story that, definitely needs to hear that. So thank you
Exactly.
for
That's what I'm
saying that.
saying, man. Your story
Yeah.
matters. It's not just mine. It's not yours. It's everybody. I'm like, we have wisdom. We're sitting on so much. Everybody's got their experiences, and
Hmm.
it's always only going to be yours if you don't share it with anybody. But
Yeah.
you,
Right.
like you said, you never know. I used to think that a lot. I think people worry a lot too about being like, oh, that she thinks she know everything. Here's the thing. Maybe you do. Maybe you catch this one glimpse, and so all you go is like, Cynthia thinks she know everything, and that's fine. That's fine. But if you're anybody who pays attention to me and who's been with me with any length of time, then all I can do is trust and believe and have faith that you'll also tap into my heart, and that you'll know that I also have a great deal of humility, that I absolutely don't have any of the ended answers, because all the answers are in process. And
Mhm.
also that one of the best, the most important things I can lean on is not what I know, but the fact that I want to surround myself with people who know more than me. So I'm constantly increasing my knowledge base, because I'm not too big to say what I don't know and go, oh, I don't know.
Mhm.
I do not know. I do
Yeah.
not know. But
Yeah.
tell me about that.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
wait.
Yeah.
me all the time.
You're not afraid to listen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It,
it.
Like,
You know that I'm not afraid to share, and I'm also not afraid to listen. But I have
Right.
confidence in both. I have confidence in my ability to shut the up sometimes and go, I don't know, so I should probably stop talking and listen. And I'm also confident enough to know that, like, I do know a lot of things. I have a lot of experience, and it would be a crime and a sin for me to hold on to that, gatekeep that, and
mhm.
not share it with somebody else. Because again, my passion is to see you win. So if there's anything I can do to give you a cheat code to take some of my experiences, some of my failures, and
Mhm.
give them to you so that you don't have to go through it, please, Jesus, let me help you. Because I
Mhm.
tell you, it's hard. It's hard out
Yeah.
here.
What and you know what? Amen on that. And I definitely want
seriously.
to ask about when we was at the summit. You did mention the actor summit in Chicago. You did mention that you learned some from your castmates, like Samuel Jackson shared something with you,
Yeah.
um, Kevin Hart and others. And there was like, and I thought that was so dope and so beautiful because the industry that we're in, acting industry, there's some vultures out there that
Mm.
try to prey on women, and I like that these men that been there for quite some time that you look up to and know your peers say, "Hey, sis, come here. Let me show you about this real quick." And you touched on
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I think especially right now, and it's a shame because like you said, there are vultures. There are it's just tough. It's tough because that gets so much more attention than
Mhm.
people being good, doing right, whatever. And it's also tough because a lot of times someone who's been good or done a lot of good things, one bad thing, and it will tarnish their entire reputation.
yeah,
And that's also a
Right.
very difficult line because, particularly as a woman, I'm always going to be on the side of women, right? I'm
hmm
never going to be someone, I don't care if it's a friend, a dear friend, someone I love. If there's a woman who claims to be a victim of someone, I am never going to be someone who says, she lying, because I know that person. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I don't know. I wasn't in the room.
Mhm.
So what I'm not
Mhm.
going to do is say she lying. But what I'm also not going to do is immediately assume that someone I know and love, or someone whose work I've enjoyed, that everything about their life and their life's work is now null and void because they're amidst an investigation.
hmm
Because I understand on both sides, right? That there are men and women who can be vultures, and who can prey upon people, and who can do things that they get away with because of their position and stature, and people turn a blind eye. But I
hmm
also know there are people who prey upon those people
hmm
because they know that they're in the limelight, and they know that they're right. So it's
yeah,
like, I know that both sides are true. So what I am not going to do is to ever dismiss a victim's story, but I'm also not going to immediately condemn anyone because I wasn't there. We weren't there. We were not there. And I think as a culture, we have to both have grace for people whose life is in the limelight. And we also have to have empathy and sympathy for victims who are having the boldness to tell stories and admit their truth of an experience or their perception of a truth. Because a lot of times, too, particularly with a lot of these sex crimes that are coming up,
hmm
we have to really understand that there's a cultural thing going on, too,
Yeah.
that we really need to deal with, where um, consent is vague now
hmm
Right.
because men and the power, or even women again sometimes, but power has
hmm
its own um, power in closed doors, right? When a door
Right.
closes, when we're in a private space, just the power that a person brings with them
Mm,
can then have power in a circumstance of sexual interaction, right? In intimate situations. And these aren't things
Mm-hmm.
we talk about, and they're very
Yeah.
ooh, everybody's sensitive about it. But we have to
yes.
understand that sometimes the power we carry, just because we're such a culture that's so enamored, right, with celebrity and status, that
Mhm.
sometimes people get in situations where they're offering consent based on their eagerness to have
Mm-hmm.
proximity to someone in power, but
Mhm.
then they're withdrawing their consent physically, with their behavior, their action, their closed legs, their clothes, whatever, but maybe not verbally. So in
Right.
Mm,
their minds, they've withdrawn consent, but when they don't say anything, the person in power feels like we're here, the door is shut, we've engaged in this intimate interaction, and they're not always clear about what
yeah.
happened, right? And
Mhm.
there's a lot of minutia in what goes on with consent, where a lot of times, again, people are being painted as bad guys when they're
Mhm.
not always, but maybe they're just unclear about the amount that their power influences and sometimes
Mhm.
oppresses the voice of a person who goes
Yeah.
into a room being an individual and comes out feeling like a victim.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, and that's just minutia we don't talk about. Now
Yeah.
there are other things that are just people underage don't need to be in rooms with people of age, period,
Yeah.
point blank.
Do
There are
do
other
you?
things like
Oh, go ahead.
violence and force is without a doubt, without question, you cannot debate that, right? So there are
Right.
areas where there is literally no gray, and we need to
Right.
just hold those people accountable when they need to be held accountable. But in
Mhm.
Mhm.
all the gray areas, we have to do better about understanding what consent means on both ends, with women being able to understand how to articulate our voice and have our power, and with
Yes.
men understand, or with the powerful party understanding that when you have power, you have a greater responsibility to
Mm-hmm.
clarify consent. And that's
Yeah.
just important. And that ain't what we meant to talk about right now, but I
Hey.
do think it's important because you brought up
No.
some of the men in my
Yeah.
life:
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson, Kevin Hart, Damon Wayans, Michael
Mhm.
Chiklis. I'm trying to think of all of the men that I've worked with that have
Yeah.
been
Right.
wonderful to me in their power, right?
Mhm.
In knowing that they had a lot of power and presence, and that never made me feel uncomfortable. Not only that, but on the other side, made me feel empowered, made
Yeah.
me feel like, hey, sis, little sis, I got you. I'm behind you. I want to see you do well, and I want to make sure you're safe.
Mhm.
And I think that has been my experience more
Mhm.
often than not. Dion Cole,
Mhm.
Malcolm Barrett. I'm thinking of all my current
Mhm.
castmates.
Yeah.
Michael Trucco, like I am around Eric Dean Seaton, my executive director, Rob
Mhm.
Cullen, my showrunner. Like I work with so many men, have been around.
Mhm.
Chris Spencer, incredible comedian and
Mm.
writer. Stan Lathan, incredible producer. Chris Robinson. Like I've worked with so many incredible men who've never made me feel unsafe, you know?
Right.
And I think that it's important that we give homage and
Mhm.
credit to them as often as we cast aspersions and question on people. So again, I can only speak to my experience. That's not to undermine
Right.
anyone else's experience.
Right.
It's just to
Right.
say that again, there's perspectives, and I think it's
Right.
important that we share them all, and that we get clearer about what minutia is, so that we can have less victims,
Mhm.
and less, honestly, victims on both sides, because sometimes there are people in power who become victims of the very power they possess, right? And the
Mhm.
and the influence they possess. So on both sides, I never want to see a woman or anyone in a marginalized position be taken advantage of. But I also never want to see a person who's just trying to do good and reach people feel like they can't do that because now they're unsafe. Like you said, Sashay, they scared. They scared to connect because
Mhm.
sometimes connection is so fraught with like, I don't know how I'm going to be received, right? So we've got to figure out how we get really clear about consent and have these conversations more.
Yeah.
With everything that's happening within. To say you talking? Or she on mute? Okay, with everything that's been happening within the industry as of late, do you believe like later on in, because the old, I want to say, frat brother kind of
Mhm.
back in the day, the old Hollywood, casting
Mhm.
couches and all of that, that's starting to winder down if it's not already now. What do you see the future of women like in the industry, in the entertainment industry, no matter where do you see that stands? Like,
Oh, I see us continuing to assert our voice as writers, um, as
yeah,
camera operators,
yes, ma'am.
taking lead roles in every department.
Mhm.
Department heads of not just hair and makeup, but department of props, department. I see more and more women becoming key leaders in
Mm-hmm.
the filmmaking process. From directors and writers as well as in front of the camera, right? And then actresses becoming more executive producers, so they have more
Mhm.
say in hiring. When that happens more, that boys club you're referring to gets
Yes, ma'am.
dismantled. And that
Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am.
doesn't mean that when we become the leaders that we go, oh, I'm only hiring women. That
Right.
means that as women, we're just able to make the same decisions that men have been making for years. And that hopefully those decisions will also be inclusive, right? That
Mhm.
as women, we can become responsible for casting and filling our sets with
Mhm.
a diverse array of people so
Mhm.
that the stories we're telling are represented accurately and truthfully, both behind the camera and in front of the camera. And I believe that women will do that better and
Mhm.
quicker because women are not so threatened by losing, right? It's just like in many ways, right? The people who've held on to power for so long, they're more threatened like by the fear of like losing it because they've been
That's right.
holding on to it. But women and people of color tend
Mhm.
to, when being put in positions of power, tend to govern that power, steward that power with more equity because we understand what it means to be left out, right?
Mhm.
That tends to be what happened over and over in companies, in production, in a number of ways. Shoot, in churches, it don't matter. I'm telling you, across the board, when women make decisions, they tend to do so with more equity, care, concern, less HR issues, right? It
Mhm.
just happens that way because
Yeah.
women tend to be concerned about actual climate of the company and not just hard numbers. But we also know how to balance a little bit better. Everybody know women are better multitaskers. I hate to say it.
Yeah. You
We
know
all
what?
know.
And I'm glad that you brought this up because we definitely was going to bring up a question about women empowerment because you said you was talking about that at the summit.
Hmm.
And when when I'm writing something like a scene or like whatever I'm working on, I send it to a female friend and get their thoughts on it, and they give me the kudos on it because I need to have that voice. Or I
Right.
even tell her, I say, hey, I want you to write this with me because even though I grew up with a lot of women in my family, I don't know everything, and I need to make
Right.
sure that this is correct. Even on this podcast that you're on right now, the when you came on last time, we had to reschedule. The gentleman that was on here, Chris and Mike. First, it started off with the three of us, and then we were like, we need a woman's touch, and that's
You
what we
need a
talked.
female voice, a female perspective. Yeah.
And that's we talked to Shay. We met to Shay on set, and we was like, yeah, let's bring her in. She was the way how she carried herself, the way she talked, and then y'all can
Yeah.
get to rooms that we cannot, and the way how y'all carry yourself with grace and elegance. It just worked, and Shay just been our sister since then, and we just been ride or die since then. 4 years in, so thank y'all. So that, another round of applause for women, for real, because we cannot do anything without y'all. Like I'll be honest, with you, I can't.
Yeah.
I can carry myself. I'm like, but I can't do that without a woman. I can't do it. I need
It's
that
like
woman's perspective.
we definitely don't want to like have the guys to feel like, if we start, or I mean, like if we continue to get more powerful positions, that like we just gonna have this power trip, like we just gonna be, look, the woman's in charge and y'all just need to listen to us. No, we want really to the things that have been complaints, like we want to work those issues out and make things smooth, and we don't mind working hand in hand with the guys when it comes to the production, but sometimes having a team at the top instead of just one person could maybe help, and let that be a little bit diverse, you know?
Mhm.
And I love, and honestly, again, I'm always going to say I am unapologetic about my mission
Mhm.
to champion women because I'm a woman, right? So
Yes.
there's a self-interested element of that. But more importantly, it's my actual belief that when we do things together, it's better. You know,
Mhm.
I do believe that having the input from one another helps. But unfortunately, again, we've been left out of a conversation in so
Mhm.
many spaces for
Hmm.
so long that I have to champion us first, right?
Yeah.
The same way for people of color, I feel like, hey man,
Mhm.
we've been left out of so many rooms that we got to get in them
Mhm.
first before I can be worried about, right? The equity is so far behind that, like, I just need to, we got to get now. Once we get here, we can start, you know what I mean, doing these, but I got to get us to a place first. So, like I said, you know, Sin City Creative is an unapologetically Black owned and woman owned business. I have a prime, like it's definitely still diverse in the sense of I have 3 men on my team,
Mhm.
but there are, or four, sorry, four. But there are 14 people on the team and there's only 4 men. And that's okay with me because I value what each of those men bring to the team. But I
Mhm.
also am like, it's okay to have women be the
Mhm.
dominant force sometimes instead of always being the other way around. I'm okay with that. I'm very comfortable with that
Mhm.
because
Yes.
again, it's normally not that way. You know, I've gone into so many spaces where there's only one woman or there's only one person of color, and
Mhm.
so I am trying my best to in as many spaces as I can um, switch those dynamics around so that we can all learn how to be on the other side of things because sometimes that's important, you know, to say, oh, what does it feel like to be in a space where I'm not the majority? What does it feel like when I'm a majority most of the to be a minority? And I think we all need to
Mhm.
have that experience. Just like I feel like everybody should be in a service position at some time in their life. Like
Yep.
I really feel like growing up, I'd be like, young people should wait tables, you know, do something in service, volunteer at they whatever, because
Mhm.
it go to an old folks home. Like, do people still say old folks home? Is that inappropriate?
Yes, 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 they do.
Are we
Re- re-
supposed to,
Yes.
is it
oh,
senior
Yeah, them
retirement.
old
facilities? I
folks.
don't know.
Old
I'm
folks.
always
No,
worried
it's
I'm gonna
old
get
folks.
canceled. Yeah, old
Retirement
Retirement.
folks.
center.
See,
Old
retirement
folks.
center. There we
Retirement
go.
center.
That's appropriate.
It's
Yeah.
old
Retirement
folks.
center. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry.
I used
Yes.
to work in one.
Volunteer somewhere
Yeah.
where your time is being of service to someone or where you're doing something for people that is in no way servicing you, and also where you have to lessen yourself to you know, to give more space or to elevate someone else. I think it's so important. It's
It
just
is.
so
Yeah.
important that we have the empathy and the experience to be able to experience what it feels like to be on the bottom. Servant leadership matters. You
Mhm.
cannot run things if you've never been in service to something. That's why I think, let me not get into our president and where we're headed, but it's important that our leadership, right? And we
Right.
won't talk about what isn't, we'll just say what should be.
Well,
It's
yeah.
important
Mhm.
that our leadership,
Mhm.
the people who are making decisions for a country, should understand that they're also serving the country. They're leading us. Yes, they need to have vision to lead us somewhere, but they also
Right.
need to be serving us. And how can you serve people that you've never spent any time with, that you've
Mhm.
never humbled yourself to understand their needs, to listen, to take the time to tap in? You got to be on the ground in a community and understand what people need in any circumstance. I think leadership begins with service.
Yes.
It
Amen.
does. Like, speaking of Sin City creative, like, I wanted to get into like what sparked your idea to start Sin City. Like, was there something that happened, or did you just wake up one day and say, you know, this is what I want to do, or the direction that I want to go? Like, what? I mean, it's awesome what you're doing there, but what started it?
Yeah, something very specific happened. I was with a publicity firm and I had some not great experiences.
Mhm.
A lot of people in LA, there's like a ton of firms out there. Not to say that they're all bad, just in general, though, I would say that my personal experience is that a lot of people pay quite a bit of money on a retainer, right? And that's a thing where you're basically paying the same amount to a firm every month to provide a certain amount of services um, or representation. And a lot of actors tend to feel like they're paying that money, but they're not getting anything in return. Or that what will happen is that your you are then doing things, you're doing the work of auditioning and getting these roles. And then when you book something great, the firm is now able to do something for you, right? But it's basically based on the work you've already produced. And I think my thought was, I wish that there was a way that there was a firm that was less about waiting for an artist to do something, but more about helping them get there. Because I find that a lot, I mean, going back to even just the simple situation of how many actors I run into are like, I can't get auditions because I don't have a resume. But how do I build a resume if I
Mm-hmm.
can't book a role because I don't have the auditions, right? It's like this vicious cycle of like,
Mm-hmm.
how do I get exposure if I don't have the opportunity because I don't have the exposure, because I don't have the audience or the reach or whatever?
Mhm.
So I just wanted to figure out how I could bridge that gap, what I could do, because it was a problem even I was having being 15, 20 years into my career, right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
a problem that honestly, a lot of other actors at like a tier, even A, like tier A actors, but tier B and tier C for sure, right?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about D list. I'm not talking about off of the list. I'm talking about, A list, B list actors really still struggling with feeling like after a certain period of their life, they were still like, how am I at this level? How have I done this amount of work? And I still can't get the opportunities that I'm seeing someone else have. What is making that difference, right? And
Yeah.
so I just started like studying that, asking people, talking to other publicists, talking to people in media, talking to other actors, talking to people in music. But again, saying, I don't know everything. Let me tap in. And literally just saying, as I'm listening to people, what are some of the answers, that I'm hearing, or what are some of the common problems I'm hearing, right? I think
Mhm.
sometimes we can't figure out how to be a solution if we don't know the problems first.
Mm-hmm.
And after doing that for a while, what I really found was that one of the big things was that I wanted to sort of test this out in a medium-sized market, right? Here in Chicago, it's a medium-sized market. It's also between the two coasts. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm very passionate because I became an artist here. I studied here. And the feeling of I wanted to say, what if you didn't have to leave your hometown? What if you could achieve your dreams from where you're at? Stop
Yeah.
feeling like you have to go to a coast, right, to get something, but also stop feeling like you have to go outside of your own, like that, really understanding that your story, your voice, your
Mm-hmm.
look, your everything is actually your best asset, that your uniqueness is the only thing you can really contribute to the industry that's not already here, right? So
Mhm.
really learning how to do that. So what I decided was to make a thing that was less about a PR firm, right? Or if we say it's always that we're changing the P and PR, and that it's not about public relations, it's about a personal relationship. And what we do
Yeah.
here is we sit down with you. We literally just we intake new clients. We sit with you over here in Sin City Studio, Sin City Creative, and we make you feel at home. We listen and we say, what is it that you want to do? What have been your obstacles? And then we help you figure out how to get from there to there. And we do that with an incredible team that I've vetted, that I've worked with for months now, so that I can say these are good people. These are people that
Yeah.
are up to my standards. These are people that are going to treat you like a celebrity, no matter who you are. And an incredible team of videographers, photographers, hair and makeup artist, a braid specialist, because I think that's an important thing, is that we have people that know how to work with our hair, men that can get these cornrows, do whatever you do. Okay, we got you.
Mm-hmm.
Graphic
Yes.
design artists, digital media strategists,
Wow.
people that work in media strategy, so that we can also figure out how to do your press release, how to do your EPK if that's where you're at. Or if you're still over here trying to just get headshots, we don't really do headshots, right? Because headshots are about putting you in a box. We say, let's tap into your essence. Let's get you some essence shots. What do you want to do? You want to be in a detective series? Let's create a campaign. Let's create a billboard. Let's create the key art for that. So you want something that looks like when I click on Netflix, you already in the series. I don't
Come
want to
on
see
now.
you in a box pretending like you're trying to be all these different types of. What do you want? What
Yeah.
do you want? Stop trying to go for what you think might be available to you, and let's get specific. What do you want? Let's build a narrative and a story around that. So we help people come up with their authentic voice, and then we help you message that to the world. And we also help you to understand that what you already have at your disposal is powerful, and then how you build that network matters. We say that here a lot. How we get there matters. We're on the journey with you. That's the whole thing here. The journey. is greater than the destination. And
Mhm.
how you get there matters. And we're going to get there with positivity, encouragement, and character. We're on your team. We believe in you. And we want to help you. And if for whatever reason you come in and we think that we can't do something for you, we're not going to take your money. We'll tell you, here's what we think you need to do first before you're ready to maybe elevate into the next space, right? Because we're an
Mhm.
elevation studio. We are a brand elevation studio. So if we think that before we can take you here, you just still need to do some groundwork, we will help you figure that out too, right? Because we're
Yeah.
interested, again, I'm interested in seeing you win. And I'm going to tell you the truth. And we have a team that's going to tell you the truth, but we're going to do so with love and grace and in the privacy and safety of this space. But if you're ready, we also might walk you right downstairs and get to going because we have a studio. I own a photography studio, a self-tape studio, voiceover audition booth, a glam suite for makeup artists, models,
Mhm.
and a full service kitchen as well. Because again, I believe in all artistry. The culinary arts is something I'm very passionate about. So if you're a chef, if you want to come in here and do a cooking series, not only can you cook in this kitchen that's fully stocked, right, but you can also use one of our videographers. You can use one of our editors to edit the material. You can use our digital media strategist to figure out how to put it out, right? We literally
Nice.
have everything here for you to make things happen. So we don't just talk about it, we can do it. Right. And that's really what it was. Is I just realized that a lot of people, one of the things that keeps them from their dreams, what I found most consistently is that people would say, I just don't have the resources. Or I don't
Mhm.
know how. Like I have these ideas, but I don't know how. I only do the thing I do. I'm not trying to do everything else. Right. So then we're here to say, you don't have to do it all, man. It's hard. It's hard trying to do it all on your own. So
Yeah, it
stop.
is.
Stop trying to do it all on your own. We are here to help. And my team is a really interesting sort of company model. We're collaborative. So everybody here also runs their own thing, right? They are also their own individual collective of create their own individual creators, right? So my photographer, my lead photographer, he also is, he might be in LA going to do a shoot. My videographer might be doing a music video. My wardrobe stylist might also be in New York styling someone for, you know what I mean? Like we do other work, but the
Yeah.
idea is that that's the thing that keeps us sharp and keeps us being able to be ready for you, right? So I don't want to own people's schedules and lives. That's not my goal. My goal is to get the sharpest, most exciting, most ready, most working people
Hmm.
in a collaborative so that when they can't do it, someone else can. And that's okay because everybody on the team is the bomb, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, man, and we just love each other and we love this creative space. It's a thing that I think a lot of people said we couldn't do because people love to say what you can't do, but I love to talk about what we can. So that's what we did.
That's something.
So
Nice.
if
Nice.
someone wanted to, learn more about how to become a part of your collaborative, your creative, where do they need to go to reach you, or to set up an interview, or how do
So
you go
several
about?
things, yeah. So if you want to get involved as an actual collaborator, right, as one of our artists, as a makeup artist, hairstylist, visual, camera person, engineer in the voiceover booth, or the self-tape engineer, any one of those things, right? You would reach out to us at Sin City Creative. It's literally just
Mhm.
the title in a .com. SinCityCreative.com. There's when you go on the, everybody's got their little bar on the top. You go there and it says contact us. You just go to contact us and send us a message and tell us you're interested. It'll go to either me or my director of operations, Q, and we'll get back to you. It's really that simple. If you're interested in booking the studio, right? If you want to book the space, if you're like, I'm a photographer. I want to do a photography studio, especially here in Chicago. We're on the South Side. Again, unapologetically Black owned, women owned, and we unapologetically service the South Side of Chicago. There is a whole third of the city that a lot of people ignore and don't pay any attention to, but we know it's full of this South Side. I live on the South Side. It's full of culture. It's full of creatives, and we don't want you to have to always go downtown into the north side. We want you to be able to, if you're downtown south of the loop or further south, we're here in Bronzeville. If you don't know where that's at, it's on Bronzeville on 43rd in Indiana. It's to the west of Lakeshore, to the east of 9094. We're north of historic Hyde Park community as well. We are south of South Loop. We are very centrally located. But
Mhm.
yes, if you're on the south side and you are creative, you want to rent this space, you want to do something with your models, you want to do something, you're a hairstylist, you don't have your own brick and mortar. Come rent out my studios. we're not trying to price gouge you. You still gonna make your money. But rent out the studios for the day, rent them for an hour. If you actually, and if you look on the site and your prices are too high, man, we're not interested in that. We're here to build community. Reach out to us again on the contact, see if we can come up with a deal. But if you're looking to book the space, just press book. There's again another thing that says book the studios. Click that. You'll see all the lists of all the different studio spaces you can book. The prices are there, very easy. There's pictures with everything. We've made it as simple as we can make it. And if you're interested in becoming a client, right, being
Mhm.
a person who wants to come and say, I'm at this level and I want to elevate and I need a team to help me get there, then you
Mhm.
click the button that says become a client of Sin City. It's very, very simple. It will all lead you to a schedule. And who you're going to come in contact with is either me or Q. And then from there, we will get you sat down with the team. Even if you book the space, we're also, it's a very particular thing we do. We always concierge you. When you come in, there's someone here. It's not like you press a button and then you just open a door. There's a person here who will welcome you and greet you, show you how the space works, make sure you know how to use all the equipment, and then give you your time to do what you do. We will also check you out afterwards to make sure you didn't break none of the equipment. Uh,
Right,
so
right.
yes, the
Okay.
website is again www.sincitycreative.com. Just in case,
Mm,
I don't know. Yeah,
yes.
sincitycreative.com.
I love that, and thank you so much for sharing that with us as well. So it's so I love it. I just love it. Like people that's helping others, helping each other. Because that's what I had to do when I got to a certain plateau. I was like, nah, this ain't it, bro. And I started reaching out for the right ones, like Michael Vincent Berry, who's been on Better Call Saul and others stuff that I can't mention because you know how that is. But we reached out.
NDA, NDA.
Yeah, NDA. I'm not trying to get my acting coach messed
Yeah,
up.
don't get your yeah.
No, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not trying to get no. But it's dope that you see artists, and actors like yourself reaching out to others that need help to get to that next level. Because like that's where I was like looking around like this is it. I love y'all. That's beautiful. No shade, but I know it's something else going on, and I gotta reach out to the right ones who know. And then once people taught me, because it was like I think 2 years ago when I went to the Chicago. It was a Chicago. Um, acting something that was going. I can't remember right now, but it was 2 years ago, and I went out there to Chi-Town, and that's when I found out more, and I reached out to others, and I told them about it. So when the Actors Empowerment Summit came up, I said, "Hey, y'all, information, come on, let's go, and whoever can make it." And that's how we learn. Reach one, teach one. Iron
Yeah,
sharpens iron.
Mhm.
And I see
yeah.
this is exactly what this whole conversation is about, and it's beautiful. And I love that you're doing that because, like, for you to take time out your busy day to do what you do and have a solid team. Th- Thank you so much, Sam, for that.
No,
That's
absolutely. Like I said,
Yes.
it's my joy. It's my joy, my pleasure, my honor. I've been in all of the spaces where people are. I've been an actor at working background. I've been an actor working day jobs, night jobs, overnight jobs.
yeah.
I have waited all
Mhm.
the tables. I have worked in every
Mhm.
hotel. I used to be the 5 on 10 girl when you worked at the gas station. I
Mhm.
worked at the gas station. I worked in the coffee bar in the gas station.
Mhm.
I've stocked shelves, I've cleaned, I've organized garages when I just was like, I don't know what else to do. I can't get a job. So let me just say for $50 an hour, I'll put it on Craigslist and maybe y'all let me clean your garage out because I clean real well. I mean, I have done everything so that I could just have enough money to put back into my career so that I could, stay in the game. Um,
Nice.
I've been turned down. I've been given 1,000 no's to get the 15 or so yeses, right? Because really, when you look at a resume and you see people's TV shows,
Mm-hmm.
those are the yeses.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I have 15 TV shows that I've led or been a recur on, what I mean, a prominent role. First of all, it was probably another 20 smaller roles that got me to those bigger roles, right? But
Mm-hmm.
that means, let's say it's 20 co-stars, and 10 recurs and 10 leads. That's like amazing. That's a great career, but that's 45 yeses. And I
Yeah.
have had to endure probably 1,500 no's to
Whew.
find
Hmm.
those yeses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it's very difficult to stay in the game. And I understand that. It's difficult just what it does to you mentally, and your
Mhm.
spirit, like what all that rejection can do. It's difficult
Mhm.
as a woman to take rejection about what you look like or your size. I've
Mm-hmm.
also been through that.
Mhm.
I've been through so many things with weight gain, weight loss. I've been through things with skin and what makeup can do to you. I've been through eating disorders. I've been through depression. I've been through, and I'm very vocal about all of those things. I've
Yeah.
been through those vultures and those bad guys that will try to take advantage of you or make you feel like you have to do something in exchange.
Yeah.
I've been through all of it, but I've also had amazing people support me, co-journey with me, encourage me, and offer me resources. And so I just feel like the more of us that do the work of saying, like, I don't want to be like the worst version of this, but I want to be the best version.
Yes.
We just get there faster
Mhm.
together. And I happen to be really, really fortunate in that I mean, all my girlfriends are amazing. I don't have none of that what is that? Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't have none of that, I don't have that bad girls club. I don't have any of that in my life. I'm
Right.
really fortunate that, one of my best girlfriends, Tambra Perry, is she's out here on Brilliant Minds right now on NBC leading this show. And I mean, it's just like we've been co-journeying together since we were both out here,
Yeah.
doing theater for $2.
Yes.
Tracy Bonner, one of my other really amazing girlfriends on camera, Chanel Azor, like I just am all of my, and then all the ones I look up to
Yeah.
that have not just co-journeyed with me, Alana Reyes, I was thinking about that, but also big sisters like Yvette Nicole Brown,
Come on.
and to Rhonda J here in Chicago.
Mhm.
Again, all my big bros, Leroyce Hawkins, just there's so many Kev, of course, my Kev Hart, and all the guys that I worked with on that show, all my big homies. Sam is just such a great guy. Sam Jackson has been such an incredible something to me with so many. I mean, it's like big bros, big sisters, and then everybody who's been on the journey with me. Man, it's a lot of us. And I think again, the noise is that
Mhm.
we don't support each other and everybody's out for themselves. And that's not the truth, man. It's just not.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important. That's what I mean. You got to share your story in the positive as much as there's all this negativity out here. And it is my positive contribution to say, I don't know what that's about. Maybe sometimes when we're negative, we attract negativity. I don't know. That's for y'all to figure out.
Woo.
I ain't here. It's your business.
I
But
Come
hear
on
you.
now.
what I will say is that in my experience, when I've been the hardest on myself, the most critical, the most sort of self-hating, that's what I attract. Right. And I had to learn how to get out of those self-deprecating thoughts, that depressive cycle, and learn how to speak life into myself and how to
Mhm.
encourage myself. But when I started to do that, when I started to say, as I encourage myself, I also encourage other women, other people, my other, my circle, the community at large, other men. I say, thank you, brother. Thank you, black man. I appreciate you for what you're doing. Then I get support back, right? When
Mhm.
I start vocalizing what I want in the world, it comes back to me. I just think sometimes that, yeah, we have to be mindful of the energy we put out and realizing that that also will come back to us. So when we're hateful, when we're judgmental, when we're negative, we will get all that back. But also when we don't love ourselves, we're not going to get love, right? So start here, really, really, really work here first and
Mhm.
then start putting it out in a good way. And then I promise you, the way that the world will begin to conspire in your favor instead of conspiring against you, as you often think, right? I think people be thinking that, oh, everybody against me. Maybe everybody's not against you. Maybe it's the ways you're against yourself and that you're internalizing that. So then that's what you're projecting, and then that's what you're getting back. But when we change what's going on in here, when you're for yourself, then
Mhm.
you can be for other people because you got a clean, pure heart with love. So now you can love others. Now you can give to others, and then
Mhm.
you set up for success all around, man. You can't. It can't. I'm telling you, it's the recipe. Everybody want the cheat codes, and I'll be like, the cheat code is just
Mhm.
love yourself, be good to yourself, be good to other people. It's real simple. It's real simple.
That's the best cheat code ever, right there, too. And
Yes.
thank you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Shay.
Oh no, I'm just agreeing.
Yes, sis. I was gonna say, yeah. What you got to say?
Yeah, yeah. But I was gonna say as well. We can't we can't let you go before we talk about we seen you in everything from Real Housewives of Hollywood, Ptolemy Gray, love that by the way, Bosch,
Thank you.
the Invincible Girl voiceover work, the Cheetah and the Earth, and now Average Joe. My goodness, when I binge, I've never binge watched a show so much.
It's a bingeable. It's a binge worthy show.
Your character is a writer, ride or die. I'm not gonna spoil it. 'Cause I want everybody else to watch it. They haven't, and I'm happy that y'all come back for another season.
Me
Thank
too.
you. So,
Me too. Hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you as a viewer. Thank you to everybody who watched. Thank you. I be like, y'all
yeah,
don't understand. I be like, we live or die based on your
yes,
viewership. So when
yes,
people watch things, particularly in real time, it helps us immensely. We love
yeah,
you and we say thank you for that, because there are other shows where I feel like, yeah, it's like, some of those other shows you mentioned that I've been on, and they're like, they were great shows, but
yeah,
they don't always go because people wait too long to tap in. And I get
right,
it. It's a lot of noise out here, and it's just life, like I said, it's
yeah,
5 million networks. I get it. But it's tough, So when you do watch, when you tell other people to watch, it
yeah,
really means everything to us. So thank you. Thank you
yeah,
very, very much. I appreciate you. So thank you,
yeah.
because you gave us a season 2.
Yeah, hey, look, I was enjoying it. I was like, man, look, man, I was like, come on now. Like, I was sitting there cheering, and for your character and everything. I'm like,
She
yeah,
back.
there we go. I was like, Kathy is a straight up writer, and I'm like, sin, my
I know
goodness.
everybody. I know.
But
Hey man,
yeah,
I'm an actress. You know what I mean? So
you
Yeah.
I'm a classy lady
beautiful.
in
You
real
did.
life, but that
You,
don't mean I can't get hood. Also, there might be a little bit of me inside of there, and I'm gonna just admit that there's definitely a little bit more of me than people might expect.
you had some fun in it, but no, you beautiful, beautiful work. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Now,
you.
this part of the show, we do quick fire questions. So real quick.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we're gonna
All
make
right, I'll
this
try.
boom, bam, bang. All right.
Okay,
Here we
let's
go.
go. That's how we wrapping it up. All right, let's try.
Guilty pleasure food or snack.
Uh, Grilled cheese. I don't know. I love a grilled cheese. It just is. It's simple. It's easy. Just American, none fancy. I love peanut butter and jelly too. Honestly, yeah, that's it. Yeah, PB and J,
Okay.
grilled cheese, always gonna do me good.
Got you. Go to karaoke song.
You stacked in the back, especially in the back. Brother, wanna think a mother for a butt like that? Can I get some fries with that shake, Zooby? If looks could kill you,
Showing
would
your
it be a
age.
Uzi or a shotgun?
Showing
Bang!
your
Pull up
age.
with that thing. I wanna know, how does
No.
it hang? Straight up, hold
Pause.
up, wait up. You a lover, like Prince said, you're a sexy mother. I like a real. I'm sorry, we went too far deep in it, but yeah, go ahead.
Showing your age.
Go ahead.
Showing your age. All right.
Oh, sorry. Quick fire. Sorry.
Guilty pleasure movie.
Um, Guilty pleasure movie?
Mhm.
I don't even know what that means. Like a movie I'm embarrassed to say I like?
Yes.
Something that you'll watch and nobody really knows, but you know you watch it and you love it.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I feel like everything I'm watching, I actually do like, and I think it. I can't think of anything. I really can't, y'all.
Oh,
I am an actress. I have a very mature palette of films. I
a
don't
very,
know.
very mature.
Okay.
Maybe
That's what I mean. Like even when it's something, I'm not guilty about it, but like I love. Okay, I got one. Ooh, Fast and the Furious. I have watched every single. I've watched all of them from the beginning to they
that's a
fast,
good one.
even Tokyo Drift. So yes, maybe that's something
Yes.
people expect out of me, but I don't care. I'm not guilty about it. It's an incredible action franchise. Okay,
That'll
Gotcha.
it's
work.
an
Yes.
Gotcha.
incredible action series, and also, you don't get to 10 movies for no reason. I mean, clearly it's got a fan base.
Come on,
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
it's a ridiculous plot story. Yes, but at the end of the day, it's about the family.
family,
It's the
La
family,
family.
Familia.
La
Be-
familia.
family.
That's
okay.
care about the family.
Best advice you received.
From Sam Jackson, actually. Best advice
Mm,
Samuel Jackson ever gave me, which was walk through the doors that are in front of you.
Nice.
mm.
He
Worst
just taught me a
advice.
lot about just say yes to things and go forward. Yes.
Worst. I'm sorry. Worst advice you ever received.
Oh God. I can't even blow this person up. I can't do it to them. But
No
I was a
names.
baby. I can't even do this to them. But I was a newbie in my acting days. I was just, oh my God. This person set me up to fail. This person told me that I should not come out of my trailer until I renegotiated my contract because I deserve to be paid more than what I was getting paid. This person was way further along in their career than I was. Let's just be clear. And they was coming from their perspective. They heard my salary and they was like, oh, sis, you way better than that. You got some. And they had me because I was young and dumb. I ain't know no better. I had the audacity to sit up up in my trailer and tell a whole set full of people I wasn't coming out my trailer until I finished talking to my agent and figured out. And do you know the way they was on the mic talking about me all throughout that set? Cynthia Kaye McWilliams is refusing to come out of her trailer. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I don't know. The director had to. Now we'll put him on because he saved my life. The director, his name is Kevin Hooks. Director was Kevin Hooks. Incredible director, black man. Again, see the way black man have my back. Black man came to me and he said, "Hey, Sin," came in my trailer. He was like, "Hey, what is you doing? What is the what? I heard this bullshit on the mic that you not." And I was like, and I was so. I said, I just. It's just that they said, and he said, yeah. I heard all that. Hey, man, if you have a problem with your contract, that's fine. You talk to your agent about that, but you do that before you get here, not on the day, and certainly not. What is you doing? You don't even have a career like that. Like you two shows in. You 2 shows into your career. We've given you the most episodes you've had on television, and you think that we are who you want to have your beef with? No. And he was like, but I know you, and I know your heart. I do. I know you, and thank God I know you. He was literally said, thank God I know you, because any other director would have fired you on the spot, had another girl that looked like you, maybe better, and had taken over your role. And he humbled me so good. And I appreciated it. And he was like, now, get out this trailer, go do your job.
Shout
and
out.
if you want to talk about your pay later, you call your agent, you have him call us, and we will talk about that when we're not at work. But right now, there's a set of people who have been talking about you for about 20 minutes now, and they definitely gonna be looking at you crazy. And from here on out, it will be your job to not only do your job, but also to demonstrate to everybody that you are not the problem actress that you seem like you are at this point. And I took that, and from today, now to this day, I tell all my actors, I'll be like, now it's not just about being great on set. When I teach at the university, I always tell them, you're really a very small part of, it's 150 people, usually go, on any given set, working to make a thing happen. Some of them have been there for months, maybe even years, working to get this project to where it's at. You show up and you are definitely important because you're in front of the camera and you're the person who's going to, be responsible for telling their story. But that's why they're paying you. They're paying you quite handsomely. But outside of that, that's really the only thing you get. You don't deserve nothing else. Everything else is not what you're owed. It's what now your job is to, again, service the project and to be in service to all those people on set who've been working to get you that job. And you need to get to work and say, I'm here to be a solution, not a problem, right? And so I really try to tell actors, don't do me. Don't do like I did, please.
That's
Please
the worst.
yourself.
There you go. That's the worst advice that you can ever take.
That was the worst advice. He sent me off, y'all.
For someone to tell you, you should get paid more. All right.
Did you say anything to him after? Or was you like, hold on, wait?
I did.
Set me up for failure.
Like, why would you do that? Why would you tell me to do that? And he was like, he gonna try to play dumb. And was like, I ain't mean do it today. I said, you told me don't leave my trailer. And he said, I meant that like, figuratively.
Salute to that man.
Hey.
It was giving me Shaggy vibes. It was giving Shaggy. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
And I was like, no, you said it. You said it.
Yeah. Well, hey, look.
Spin that dude spun man. But you know what? That's not his fault. Shame on me. Shame on me because I was naive.
Hey, you live and you learn, and you learn.
You live and you learn.
You learn.
Fool me once.
Last question. Girl. Okay, yes, ma'am. We got one more. Fangirl moment. The first time you were starstruck.
Idris Elba, hands down. I was at the NAACP Awards, and he was walking. I was actually I was married at the time. This was a long time ago. I was married. I'm not married now. It's okay. It's all right. We good. I was married then, and my husband at the time, he knew my love for Idris. Of course, every woman. Come on, now, we all have and it wasn't that he had like a pass for that. It was just that he understood why. I literally was like walking hand in hand with him, and then I saw Idris, and I literally like broke. Like I broke. I let go of that hand so hard. I said. And my husband, he didn't even mind. He was like, I understand. You had to go get that. And I mean, when I say I was like, but here's what's crazy is I followed the man, right? Followed him on whatever his like journey was to get to wherever his seat was, whatever. follow him just so I can get close. But then I got there and didn't even say nothing. Didn't even do nothing. I just got close enough to be like, and then I realized I had never prepared what I would actually say if I met him. And then I thought, I don't want to meet him because I don't want him to see me as a fangirl, right? I wanted him to see me as not somebody who just thought he was handsome, because of course I think he's handsome. And of course he's gorgeous, but that wasn't the point. I actually really love Idris. I think, of course, he is so gorgeous. And that was a part of why I had the fangirl. But it's really because I'm so enamored with him as a performer and an actor. And even now I think people are beginning to see what I've always known about him, which is like, as he's doing this thing in his career where he's so far, he's achieved these things, and he's going, I want to give back to my people. I want to take these stories and I want to give power, and I want to represent African nations, and I want to be able to go to my homeland where my parents were born, and I want to say, let me bring film industry, let me elevate the film industry there. I think that Idris has always been an actor that's encouraged other actors, that's been authentic about his own journey, and that also has, this is what I love about him. He's always been like, I also DJ, I also draw, I also am into fashion. I love the way that he encourages creatives to be their full self. I just think he's an incredible human. I really like what he does with his philanthropic work. I think he's just great because he could have just been a handsome dude, and he didn't do that. And I really, really love him. I would love to work with him one day. So I fangirled on the follow. But then once I got there, thank God, he never saw me turn around and be like, so I'm waiting. And I now, as a little bit growner and more evolved person and actress, I know what I would say, which is that I respect you immensely, and I would love to see the way that our stories could possibly connect. I would love to create with you, because I'm really a fan of everything that you do. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll tag him when we post this.
Yeah. Let him know. That's right. What I say. You gotta say what you want. You gotta say what you want in the world. You never know.
Speak it. You gotta speak it.
In fact, I'm going to be in South Africa for 4.5 months. So
that would be perfect timing.
I will be on the continent. I'm not gonna be near Ghana, which is, I believe, where you're gonna be, but it doesn't matter. I'm on the continent. I got a day or two off. We can work something out. Just at least take a meeting. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're watching. I don't know if this is gonna get to you, but if it does, Idris, I mean it. I am such a fan of you as a human and your work. I think that you're an incredible artist, and I can't wait to work with you. This has now become my personal petition to Idris.
It sounds like a.
There you go.
Get so lonely.
Can't wait for anybody. Come on.
It sounds like a 4-page letter.
Oh, God.
And I enclosed it with a kiss. Okay.
Wow. It's a 4-page letter. It's a
4-page letter. That's a 4-page letter. Okay, so it's been fun. Oh my God. We have joy and laugh through this interview. You bring such a great energy. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing everything, sharing your story, and just giving back to the community is a very dope thing to do. And especially when you're not expecting anything, you're just giving back, because that's God's purpose. Don't let me get on my rant. Amen. So one last question. At the end of your career, what would you like people to say about your legacy?
That she was kind, that she lived her life in alignment with what she said she was about.
That's right.
And that I may not remember everything she did, but I know how I felt when I was around her, and it felt good.
There it is.
That was beautiful.
Yes, that was so beautiful.
That was beautiful, sweet poetry. My good, like I didn't.
Yes.
Didn't touch my soul.
Breathtaking.
The snappy fingers.
John, look at John.
That was a Love Jones moment, actually.
I was gonna say, not the Love Jones.
That was a Love Jones snap, yeah.
We had to take it back to the Love Jones snap. Y'all, what you think about these Walmart commercials where they reunited Lorenz and Nia Long?
I was about to say that. Hey, man. Come on.
I mean, they talking about it now. They talking about doing it. I say, I'm here for it.
I think so.
Once again, I'm going to put it out in the world. If we do a Love Jones, baby, put me on. I don't care. I want to be in
Yes.
a friend group. I could be any. You put me on. I don't care.
Please.
Whatever the role is. Okay, there is no role too small. Now I take a big
No
one too.
wonder.
But I'm
Please.
just saying, I'm here
Please.
No
for it.
wonder.
I love it. If we do a Love Jones remake, put it out in the universe. I'm trying to be a
And
part
by
of it.
the
Okay.
way, if they ever do a remake, they have to follow up with the soundtrack because that Love Jones soundtrack was
Ooh,
straight fire.
still hits.
Still.
Still
Still
hits.
hits.
Still.
Still hits.
With a penny
Hey,
with a hole in it, penny
Come on
with a
now.
penny with a hole in it. Yeah, they say I'm no less, no
No
less,
less, no
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 less.
less, no
less, no
less,
less.
no less, no
Then
less.
up to my
Hit
head
it
with
with it.
With it.
Come on, man.
young Eric.
Straight up
Oh, that's
vibing, bro. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
Cynthia Kaye McWilliams, Queen. Thank you. Many blessings to you.
thank you very much. I
Yes.
appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me today. I had a great time.
I'm glad you
I
did.
We
wish you the
had
absolute best in the end of this year and to the next year. I
Yes,
hope that
ma'am.
everything you're doing with the podcast continues to grow. And
Yes,
I hope that
ma'am.
each of you continue to grow in your own pursuits as well. Tashay, Mike, Jaffe, thank you so much. Blessings to you and your whole families, your whole circle. And please let me know any way I can support anything you're doing. Okay?
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much. And we will. We will hit you up.
Yes, please do. Please.
Definitely, we'll be working with you soon in the future. I'm already
Yes.
manifesting that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the final act and the fool of the day. As Chris gets ready to step up to the microphone and he's going to express himself and his jokes. Let's get ready to rumble!
It's been a minute since I've done this. I know Mike been missing me coming back with these foods.
What's
Oh, yeah.
like?
See what I did there? These foods. But anyway, we headed out to Massachusetts. Man was arrested because he wanted to play Santa Claus. No, really, he wanted to play Santa Claus. He got stuck in the chimney while trying to hide from the police.
Oh, hell no.
According to the Fall River Police, they was executing a search warrant for a man, and he tried to run from them. The men were on the roof, and they tried to jump from one roof, and then one of them got away, but the other one tried to jump in the chimney, got stuck, and well, he had to get the fire department had to get called out, get him out, take him to the hospital. So he was arrested and charged with possession of drugs, and yeah, they're still looking for the second man. The other guy got away. His dumb got caught.
Boy, let me tell you something, man. It's a disgrace. That boy actually took a page out of Friday After Next and tried to rob somebody. And you said it was drugs as well found on him?
Yeah, drugs was found on him.
Boy, I tell you, boy, man, that's
Some people
Mm.
need. Some people
What?
need to stay in there.
In the chimney,
Who's
bro.
leaving in there?
And that's what I'm like. What would possess you to crawl in the chimney?
They don't even make chimneys like that no more.
No, not open like that to like come through.
I guess he didn't know that.
Remember when the Grinch tried to struggle through that? He struggled through to get to the chimney. The boy Grinch
Had to get right.
didn't get
Should
right.
have called it.
I wonder if his top half was sticking out or
It
something.
was.
He should have called the real Santa, because y'all know how much Santa pay for parking, right?
How much?
How much?
Nothing. It's on the house.
That's funny.
Funny.
Funny. That's funny. That's pretty good one. I like that.
Santa he be kind of cautious when he be riding his sleigh, you know. It just is what it is. He be a little nervous because Rudy be lit. Rudolph the red
I don't know about
nose.
that one, Chris. Like,
Rudy do be lit. I ain't gonna lie, he do.
Rudy do be lit.
he be lit. What kind of lit? Is it the red kind?
Mm-hmm.
Rudy be high.
Well, how about well, y'all know what type of
Where's
music?
this going?
Yeah, where's this going, Chris?
It's all Christmas based. I mean, what type of music do Santa elves listen to while working?
Christmas music.
Close, but not quite. Y'all don't get it?
No.
Rap music, duh. The L's be rapping the gifts, and rapping the songs. Like maybe
Rap,
we'll talk about that in the next
rap
segment.
music. I mean, come on, y'all.
No,
I think y'all got some.
I
Come
get.
on, Mike. Rap music.
The
Come
first one
on.
the first one was
First
smooth.
one
I
was
like that.
strong.
the first one was smooth. I
I like
will
that.
give
I like
you
the
that,
first.
but
I
it
give, I
didn't
give
What
you
hold
that.
then,
up
Mike? Why you had that face there?
because that last one was terrible.
Yeah, don't worry. Me and Jock was headed to the comedy clubs near you soon. We put it out there in the universe. It is happening. I got my act together. I'm tightening it up. It's getting better.
That's
I'm
gonna be
ready.
fun.
I got the 1, 2.
I'm looking forward to it. Boy, they gonna boo my black ass. I don't care. I'm having
I'm
a time
going.
of my life.
I'm recording this whole thing because all three of y'all gonna be going, right?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I'm gonna go to see them.
No, no, you no. Hold on, wait. Which way are
No,
you?
see them.
You.
I think
You
No,
said
Tyler's
you were
going
going.
too. I think
I
Tyler's
am going
stage
to
too.
Shay,
No.
but I'm going to see them. I'm going to go see my brothers. My brothers go perform. I stand in the audience. Those are my brothers.
You said you was going on stage.
I never say such a
Never
thing.
shall we. What would look behind you? What would Troy Polamalu do?
Put his hair in a ponytail and don't get on stage. Yeah, right? No.
Great jokes, Chris. Great jokes, man.
Great jokes, Chris. Thank you for that. That was wonderful.
That was
Very
hilarious.
great choice.
Thank you,
Yes.
Joe. Thank you, Chris.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get to the bouncing act to close out the year for 2024. Man, I'm trying not to cry, man. Go to bouncing act. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final balancing act of 2024. And I gotta get, before we get to this real quick question, we gotta get flowers out to ourselves because we really, this year has been another goated year for us. The guests that we had on this year, the things we've done outside of the show, dealing with our family matters, dealing
Yeah.
with climbing that crazy acting world ladder. It's been a grind. And, you know, we got to give ourselves a pat on the back and applaud ourselves for this year, man, because it's been rough, man. But we did it.
Yeah,
We
we
did
Let's
did.
give
it.
a round of applause for ourselves this week,
Let's
y'all.
give it one.
I'm talking about the people we met, the people we connected with, the people that we connected with to each other. Man, when I say it's been a year, it's been a year. So thank
Yeah,
y'all.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
thank
It's
y'all,
been a
man.
year.
Thank y'all. We have been places, highs and belows.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, what are y'all manifesting for 2025? Who wants to go first? Go ahead, Jay.
TP Studios.
Mm,
Mm,
okay.
nice.
Dope.
Success, health, and happiness. Success,
Yes.
health, and happiness 2025. Come on. Success, health,
Health
and
and
happiness. That's my
happiness.
mantra.
Yay.
Success, health,
Health and
happiness.
happiness. Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
I
That's
love
what we
that. Love
want.
that. That's what I'm talking about. Dope. Love that, Chris. Mike, what about yourself?
Man, just continue to keep grinding and staying focused. Um, we all get booked more.
Mm,
Mm.
The show becomes monetized.
Mhm.
mm,
And yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
my
Nice.
boy, my boy Chris gonna move. I mean, James gonna move to New York.
Woo!
Behind you, big dog. I'm
Man.
gonna be
That.
right
Yes, you
behind.
are.
I'm not
You're going to New
moving.
York.
I'm
Yep.
not moving there, James. I come to visit. I, I gotta go right back.
I'm just coming to visit, James. I ain't staying.
Yeah, to visit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm manifesting, like Chris said, health, wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Manifesting that. Good business moves. I'm excited about 2025. When I do make that move, Lord, shield and guide me. Please, Lord. It's gonna be rough, but this is what I'm choosing to do. I see us all being booked and busy, but not just booked and busy, but also relaxing when it's time to relax. For real,
Hmm.
for real. So, yeah, nothing but great things I'm manifesting for 2025, and for the show as well. New heights, man. We on our way, and I'm looking forward to see what else comes next. So, yeah,
Mhm.
and also, thank you, viewers. What are y'all manifesting? We want to see y'all put it down in the comments.
Yes,
Put it down in the comments.
please come in.
You got your
Tell
vision
us
board
what are
ready?
you manifesting for
Yeah,
the new year. And
yeah,
also, we can start putting New Year's resolutions, just a few of them, some
yeah,
things that we want to change or work
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
Um, I know I'm definitely trying to speak more manifestations and speak more things into existence in the near future. So,
yeah,
um, and I see all of us continuing to grind and doing good and the big move and flourishing in all kind of ways and all of the blessings and favors that are coming our way. So
yeah,
let's welcome it on in.
yeah. Woo! Lord Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the manger, and the star of David, and the three wise men. We are done. Whew. Man, how y'all feeling?
I
Feeling good.
Pretty
feel
good.
good.
Pretty
Feel good.
good.
Yeah, feeling good, feeling accomplished, man. Uh,
Mhm.
that's the show. I mean, that's it. We wish y'all Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You filthy animals. Please be safe, like we said, out there. Don't do nothing too crazy to get you thrown in jail because the judge ain't gonna see you until hey, when he or she see you.
Ooh, if you go
Mm.
to jail during the major holidays, boy,
That's real.
that's your my Lord in Harris County.
You're gonna be in there. You
You
might as
gonna
well
be in
chill.
there.
Boy, please, yeah, please don't make smart decisions, please.
Please.
Please, man. But once again, like I said, shout out to the podcast, Chris, Mike, Tashay, and me, and everybody who came on the podcast, from guests to people that we interviewed. The guests, all the people that we interviewed, James, duh, to the viewers out there. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, like, commenting, and subscribing. We appreciate y'all. Keep watching. Um, let's get us to 1K viewers and get that viewership up. We try. That's the race all next year and forever. We're gonna get there. I got good feeling we are. But with that being said, that's it. Mike, you got anything before we close?
Not really, but I'm gonna pass it to my boy Chris.
All right, well, I got one last quote for the year. Quote by Faith Hill because going to this year, definitely learned a lot more about just loving yourself,
Mm,
and that's where it starts at, right? Love starts with within. So Faith Hill has a quote: "If there's love in your heart, in your mind, you will feel like Christmas all the time. But love starts with you." So y'all remember that. Take that with y'all into next year, 2025.
I actually do have something to say. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus is the worst
Ah,
Christmas song of
right,
all
wrap the show.
time. That's just all to it. I do not like that song.
Why not?
Michael Jackson was dry snitching the whole song.
It was
Santa
not.
Claus only see your mama once a year. Mind your business, boy. Go back upstairs. He tell me I'm gonna go tell Joe. Now, why would you want to go do that? Knowing Joe gonna kill everything this.
The gag is it was dad dressed up as Santa Claus.
So all you got to do is dress up as Santa Claus.
Joe gonna get everybody.
But
Whoa.
he didn't know that though.
But he
It's
didn't
just
know that though. So when he seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus, he thought he was telling, but he wasn't because that's really daddy dressed up as Santa Claus. And that's
but
just them
Mike
smooching.
Mike did a lot of
How do we get
snitching.
here, James?
Mike
You
did a lot of
never
snitching. I just had to get that off my heart. And now that I listen to it with adult ears, mind your business, little boy. Go upstairs.
You
Well, the
supposed to
thing,
be sleeping anyway. This is grown folks' business.
I know you're supposed to be asleep anyway. What's it?
Let Santa Claus share them cookies and milk with Mama.
Tito, come get him.
boy, the way Michael, Tito, Jermaine, who done towel in the pool? That's American for all those people who are of age. Michael Jackson, American Dream. Y'all need to go back and watch that. That boy Joe's in full effect. Go get it. Go get a beating.
You swimming, man.
Go get a beating.
Hey, you gonna go tell him? I'm gonna tell my mom. I'm gonna tell my dad.
They are tired, Joe. Go to bed. But y'all have a good Christmas and a happy New Year, y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Haggries.
I love y'all, kids.
Thank you.